Good evening, Free Enterprise fans, and welcome to yet another episode of Free Enterprise After Dark. We've got a good one tonight, a Blue Moon play-in race between TheBleuWizard and tallgrant, both facing off for the right to stay in the waxing bracket and move on to next week's round of 64. My name's Rybon, and I'm joined by an all-star Restream team tonight. We've got the one, the only Dathis on Restream, the always accurate CF Radical on tracking, and the mastermind behind the blue and red moon flags, Martin Broadcloak, joining me here in the booth. Martin, I can't believe Scarlett let us do this again, and she's not even here to threaten us with newspapers. How's it going? How are you feeling?
I can't believe she let Dathis on Restream after that last incident. Wow. Obviously she missed the memo on this one. Hi, everyone. Y'all ready for a race? Because I am. Rybon, it's great to be here with you.
Yeah, just the same. And wait, what are those objectives we have going on here?
What, those? Don't worry about that. Dathis works very hard on his images, and these are important things.
Are these things that I see at like a psychiatrist office or something? What do you see when you see this picture?
Yeah. These are the cards with the blots that hold up and be like, what's this? What's this?
I see a game and another game and another game.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it's good. It's great. It's a great time.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're here to talk about blots on cards, though.
Oh, Greek yogurt then?
No, we're here to talk about Porom.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's a Porom start.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Well, let's start with the fact. Hey, this is Blue Moon, so this is. I'm not gonna say it's outside our realm a little bit because we play Red Moon, but Blue Moon offers a very unique set of challenges and differences from Red Moon, and not seeing a Cecil Edge or Foo start and having a Porom front and center. That's interesting.
Yeah, it could be a little jarring because you are not guaranteed to have one of those three overpowered, very strong characters in your seat at all. But Porom, not too bad.
Yeah, no, it's still the rule of, hey, you have 7 characters, and that does mean that some of them are going to be faded. And I mean, let's face it, no Cecil, no Edge. Could you imagine no Cecil, Edge, or Palom? And you have to build a team of 5 and go? Like, wouldn't that be something?
Throw an Edward in there too, maybe like a starting partner.
Everybody loves Edward.
We're about to find out.
Yeah. All right.
What we got? No.
Bets. Let's go. Wow.
Team no HP. Odin. And a Drain Spear. Great. We don't even need Odin. All right. You got buckets from this entire start. Where are you going?
I was going to say, the racers are off, and they're questioning why they signed up and why they're on Restream right now. Yeah, it's wonderful. Well, I mean, this is Blue Moon, so, hey, Bedward's in play. So, I say we go and pray to our bard gods that, hey, give me a functionally useful item, please.
Best I can do with the samurai armor, I'm afraid. But this is one of the reasons why I love early tournament season so much. Look at this divergence we have immediately. We have TheBleuWizard heading over to the watery path. We have tallgrant following your thought of going to Bedward. We really haven't figured out the meta yet, either in Blue or Red Moon, for what is the optimal, entryway. So you have all this chaos early on, and I'm here for it.
I don't think there is an optimal way. Like, you look at one side and, you see Blue just pulling, oh, hey, look, by the way, here's a, Zeus Gauntlet out of a random chest in Watery Pass, and you have a tower key, on the left. It's like, okay, well, I mean, eventually you're going to get here and you're going to do these things. But, this is the allure of Blue Moon, is the fact that T Wildish is on. So kind of all bets are off when it comes to looting, where you go and what you get.
Yeah, with T Wildish on, with back row glitch on in Blue Moon, certain strategies that may not be as powerful in Red Moon are super powerful here in Blue Moon. Specifically, like that Yang we just got on Blue Moon, TheBleuWizard side right there. A very functional character early on with that Zeus Gauntlet.
Yeah, and that's one of the hits to unfortunately our favorite punch mage is that boy he needs levels to get going. Well, when you're on T Wildish, boy can you make that up in a hurry with equipment. So, absolutely. Finding things like power shirts, Zeus gauntlets, bandanas, things of that nature is fantastic.
Yeah, here's a random cat claw waiting in a pot. Here is an edge waiting at Damascene to better you that Zeus got what we
boy.
got.
So
we
let's get real quick into because this is Blue Moon.
Mhm.
One big deviation from this compared to Red Moon, it is Sea Necky. So while Edge is like, oh boy, it's Edge, fantastic. He
Mhm.
could have a Charm Claw.
He could.
So you might need to help him out a little bit. Just saying.
Yeah, that sadly that Zeus Gauntlet, not a whole lot of good if you don't exactly have a weapon to go with it.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, you'll see a bit of looting here on both sides. Hopefully somebody finds something useful to, get Edge. I mean, Edge, we both know, can carry an early game by himself. So if you can get him kitted out, everybody else, for all reality and intensive purposes, could be naked. And Edge will still take care of business. So.
And even if we don't find a weapon for him, we have, a naked ninja wearing nothing but a Zeus Gauntlet and a Charm Claw. He can still cast Flame, and that will get you through a few of the early fights, at the very least.
Very much. And, Berserk bringing up a fantastic point in chat is, darts. Don't underestimate that. Like, I understand that we're all looking, for the amazing loot here, where, we want the power shirts and all this amazing stuff. You give me a slumber sword or two? Oh, I'll make use of them. I don't need to sell them. I can throw them just fine.
And speaking of Edward, there's one. It's only Kane waiting in Mysidia. So our team is nearly fully known. We just don't know who happens to be waiting on Ordeals for the time being.
It's an interesting team so far. I mean, you look at this, you have a white mage, you have Rydia.
You have an anchor, yeah.
Yeah, look, I wasn't going to go there, but hey.
Listen, J-Mac's commenting on the other channel right now, so I can say it.
It's still a possibility she could watch, the restream of this, and I'm going to be in more trouble than I already am. So, yeah. So you look at this party, and you have at least variety right now, especially with that starting Drain Spear. Is Kane could be your rank high. That is a character.
Guess what we got?
We got twins.
We got twin. Twin's pretty good.
Yeah, twins are pretty good. Something about a twin command.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any gear to augment Palom right now, but just a bluff 1-2, we're good to go. Also, just to note, tallgrant, check that waterfall. I only found a pale dim, so we don't have one of our 8 bosses there.
Okay. Yeah, speaking of our bosses, obviously we didn't touch on that, but the Gauntlet and Golbez are required. So, but looking at the portraits of the rest of the bosses, there's some hits and misses in here. There's obviously some free ones, King, Queen, Evelyn. But boy, Ogo Pogo and Mega Sisters, do those two stand out?
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them bosses you'd expect to find on a Red Moon seed rather than a Blue Moon seed. Depending on where they are, they could be relatively free. If you find them pretty early down in Antlion, not too bad. You find them up on, the moon, problem. We got a problem here.
On blue side, you see him going into Evelyn looking for, amazing stuff. Don't blame him. I mean, Evelyn on T Wildish, boy, you can find some fun items here. Yeah, you have the traps you have to worry about, but hey, guess what? You find a, random white spear lying around. For Kane, I mean, hey, guess what? Oh, and another dart while you're at it, because sure, of course you will. Yeah,
I'm guessing that Zeus Gauntlet will probably find its way to Kane in the short term. Darth will get you through a number of fights early on. Blue is looking pretty well set up for this early game right now.
Yeah, very much so. Part of this also too, I mean, it's hard, we all have that inner loot goblin. And we all wonder, it's like, okay, when do you shut it down? When do you sit there and say, okay, what I have is enough right now? When do I leave?
And the answer
is a white spear enough? Do you stick around and loot this entire place? I mean, tough questions.
Yeah, I'm thinking at least if I'm TheBleuWizard, I'm thinking a white spear is nice, but I want something for that edge.
Also, cats are jerks. I just like to throw that out there. Yeah.
So it looks like we are cashing in our darts right now. One went back to the Lamia, one's hitting the Black Cat right now. The twins are down, taking a nap, getting ready for the slingshot, I'm sure. And we will see if Kane's jump here finishes. It does not. We're in trouble. Bye, Edge.
Yeah, so about those cats. About those cats.
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, the cats
Yeah,
are down.
if you're gonna touch the kitty, make sure the kitty is you know, sleeping by the time you're done. But oh well, I guess that's a dart, sort of.
We traded 2 darts for an even better dart.
Yeah.
Or
But
money.
yeah, for anybody wondering who hasn't seen the cats, yeah, if you don't one-shot the cats will either paralyze you or they just kill you.
Mhm.
That's their only 2 options, you know, as most cats do. So yeah.
Meanwhile, up here on Ordeals, we have a Ruby or an Element. We're about to find out at the first spot. It is Ruby.
Hey,
Do we have a Blither Spear?
I know somebody does.
Did we sell it?
No,
Oh, okay.
I saw it in Blue's inventory. I know it's sitting there.
I hope he doesn't sell it.
You know, please don't sell your Blizzard Spear, folks. You never know when Ruby's gonna, you know, rear its head, i.e. show its leg, and, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But that Ruby, not long for the world. He's down. tallgrant through the first spot. What about the second spot?
I mean, I know what I wouldn't like to see there.
What would you not like to see at back attack?
The sisters.
Yeah, that'd be kind of rude.
Yeah,
I agree.
mean, somebody just dies immediately, so, you know, at least you know that's coming. But that's not a great spot to find them.
Mm-hmm. TheBleuWizard, meanwhile, cashing in that hourglass, and I believe he found over in Watery Pass here on the Staleman Skull Chest. Good move on his play. And
a good fight to use it on. But hey, oh, that looks like a required boss to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think tallgrant had that white spear, so no bonus damage on his side. But Blue will have an easier time with this boss. We do have Kane jumping, however, I think he had the Blither Spear on, actually. So Stark Elf, not too difficult.
Nah.
Should be through.
So, but yeah, hey, while we're at it, obviously, folks, please go follow the runners. The runners are both wonderful. This is actually Blue's first time on Restream, so wonderful individual. Same with Grant. Grant is great. Please go follow Rybon. Rybon, y'all might know the name. I heard he finished like top 4 in, you know, the Adamant Cup. Dathis is, you know, they call him King Vanilla for a reason. Radical's fantastic. Ignore that first name on the list. Don't worry about that guy.
Yeah, and I would tell you to follow Martin, but you're probably already following Martin, like most of us are. So,
well, you know,
if you're not, by all means.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, both fantastic runners tonight. I've seen them both practicing a lot for this Blue Moon tournament. TheBleuWizard, common member over here on common site over here on Possum's Discord, doing lots of Blue Moon practice. tallgrant doing lots of one-on-one races against John Burkett, I noticed, leading up to the tournament. So these are both very fierce competitors, very prepared for this race.
Mm-hmm. Going back to Blue side for a second, you know, I bet I'm going to get into the mind of Blue here really quick.
Go for it.
Boy, I wish Omnidextrous was on right now. Because I know y'all heard of first White Spear, but what about second White Spear?
We got second. We had, you know, 2 fights, but how about 5 more fights up here on Ordeals with an all gauntlet in the changing room?
Well, that's the thing. But hey, I hear I hear that a certain item called a Stardust Rod might make that fight a little bit easier for a certain individual. So I think Blue is going to be very happy.
Yeah, Blue is very well equipped for this ordeal when he eventually gets around to it, and he's going to have to do it because, quite frankly, there are 2 bosses up here. It has to be done.
It's a boss hunt, folks. Like, how are you going to fade a spot with 3 bosses on a boss hunt? Yeah, it's silly. Nobody ever. Well, okay, somebody probably does that, but
it has happened at some point. But yeah,
probably.
The ordeal fade, probably not a common fade on this particular flag set.
No. I mean, come on. It's 8 bosses out of what, 36? Like, you got to go find them. Like, you're not going to fade ordeals. You know, even though there's no Tella and no Cecil.
And I think no key item from this location either.
No. So we're just still sitting on just a tower key. So I mean, I'm okay with the tower key. I mean, it gives you nice direction when you finally get underground. But you know, to get there, for people that don't know, welcome to Blue Moon and Red Moon, i.e., forced hook routes. So there's no shortchanging that one.
I mean, look at the bright side. It's a boss hunt. You're not going to be surprised by a sneaky King Queen upload.
Mm-hmm. No, nobody's ever lost to not checking the King Queen Evelyn spot. Nah.
Or Hobbs, for that matter.
It never happens. So, isn't this gauntlet fun? You know, you sit there and you think because you have edge, and it's like, okay, I have flame. This is gonna be easy. And then half the enemies absorb flame, and you're like, oh, well, great.
Yeah. So, I believe we still start on this flag set with the Freedom Kit, correct?
Yeah.
So we've got 1 or 2 sirens on tallgrant side and BleuWizard side.
Yep.
After we leave this gauntlet, what would you do? Would you pop those sirens up here on Ordeals, where you can summon 2 Lamias to get 5,500 XP? You know, Lilith, this fight right here, and maybe get Talon the Quake, or do you save them for later?
It's a difficult question. I mean, let's get to that in a second, because Blue just stuck his head in a mist cave and found a required boss. Good job, Blue. But yeah, it comes down to power and basically, you know, what you think you need to get through the hook route. I am personally a fan of more is always better. So, and the fact that I would love to have like Blink, among other things, as well would be great.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if I happen to get Quack in the process of getting Blink, I'm perfectly fine with that. So, yeah, burn the sirens and get there ASAP.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that play as well, especially with the amount of levels that tallgrant just picked up from doing that alt gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Normally in a spot where you don't get XP, now you do with that alt gauntlet in that changing room. Sirens could push you to make Eblin a whole lot faster than if you're going to do it compared to what Blue did just did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the thing is, too, I mean, maybe there's a case where you don't do Eblin. I mean, don't get me wrong, the treasure there is incredible, and, you know, you have the fights that you can hit tier 8s and, you know, all sorts of things, but do you really need it? Hard to say. So... But they do need 7 bosses, and these things just seem to keep sprouting up, though.
Yeah. Do you want to be done early tonight, Martin? Because we're at 4 bosses found already at the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, and we haven't even been down the hook route yet. Huh. That's a thing.
We may be looking for, moon access after we find the crystal, rather than before.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's Friday night. You know, what else are we gonna do with ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's fine. Knowing Dathas, he probably buried the darkness crystal somewhere. So we got time. We'll be fine.
However, we've got time. Valvalis doesn't have any time. Not exactly the most difficult location here at Baron Inn 2. Doesn't have any magic defense whatsoever in this location. Not long for the world, but not a required boss, unfortunately.
No.
But will it be our hook?
Can you really be sad about it, though? I mean, like, you know, obviously we know that there's 4 bosses out there, and once Blue goes and does Ordeals, you know, he'll have that information as well. Boy, talk about items you would have loved 5 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hourglasses. Boy, they're nice.
I mean, I am a fan. But you know what I'm more of a fan of? The hook.
Oh, I was going to say not dying in Eblin to a trap chest, but okay, yeah, that too.
Also a fan of that as well.
Okay.
I've begun routing in, as you know, I've begun routing in a whole lot of checking Eblin shops before actually checking the Eblin trap chest.
Also, I like the random defense sword that was just lying around in Eblin too, because, you know, of course we leave those just lying around for no reason. Yeah.
Blue is getting the bad news that Paladin is getting a bath right now in the waterfall. I believe this leaves us with only Fabul defense, or the Antline cave as well. I think we've checked Antline, haven't we?
I want to say yes. I believe somebody has been down Antline.
I want to say Tallgrant was down there, but
yeah.
I want to say that Fabul defense has our path forward, so I guess we'll find out. I'll know when I see the boss. Oh, I guess we haven't been down here before.
Wait, fading antlion?
Who would
Hold
do
on,
that?
PK's not on restream. What is this? I have questions. Also, can we talk about bosses with literally 5 HP? Because right now, all 3 of those dims have 5 HP.
Yeah.
Nice flame edge. Good job.
It's okay. Talon's got it. Clean up truth here.
No.
No.
No. Multi-target.
Blue just wants to make them suffer.
Oh, boy. There we go. Using twins to their full effect. I love it.
All right, what do we got?
What do you want to see here? The twin harp, of course, right? That's
a charm rod.
Harp.
I want to see a charm rod. Excellent. It's everything I wanted.
It's a functionally useful item.
It is.
Yeah.
It makes
twin more powerful.
We are on the same wavelengths right now.
This is great.
Yeah. So Fabul?
We talk about Fabul. This brings up kind of an interesting, discussion. Obviously, in this flag set is, you find an early hook, and obviously people that have been around the block, or even to new people, is, you never want to do Fabul more than once. So people fade it, and possibly go down underground first, do the setup for Sheila. And, at least at that point, you're saving yourself 1 trip on going to Fabul. But in this flag set, you can get some very interesting possibilities out of Fabul, given this one probably has our hook access. Do you fade it? It's an error. As you see both runners, they're leaving Fabul for dead last. So,
I mean, just like Ordeals was a trendy fade back during Addison Cup, Fabul is the trendy fade nowadays. But you can't fade it when it's required.
Yeah, that is true. But it's a very dangerous fade. I mean, I've played more of these seeds than most, and boy, there have been a few where it's like, okay, well, we'll just fade Fabul, go do the underground, come back up, and Fabul's got Darkness Crystal. And there's a Tella in the seed, and you know exactly what happened. So yeah, it's a dangerous play, but when it pays off, it's great.
And when it doesn't,
also,
you feel kind of bad.
I'm buying one of those and the boomerang.
Yep. Back row glitch being on. I mean, yeah, that's definitely something you want.
I miss glitches, Rybon. I miss them. Yeah.
We didn't have self glitch.
Yeah, Red Moon gets a life glitch. Blue Moon gets more. I'm jealous.
Yeah. When will we have you a duplicate tournament, Martin?
That's dangerous. I don't know what I do with 255 spoons.
I would throw them, honestly.
But you can't get rid of them all before the seed's over.
It's okay. You can sell them if you want money.
I feel that would be an affront to Edward, and well, okay, that's fine. We could do that.
I mean, just do what you do with all your old silverware. You have a garage sale, put it out front. Nobody wants to buy it.
I have questions, but we'll leave that for later.
I mean, it's understandable why no one wants to buy your old silverware.
I was gonna say things not to buy at a garage sale. Use silverware.
Use baby clothing.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know where that silverware has been.
Probably in somebody's mouth.
I'd like to hope so.
I mean, what else do you use a spoon for?
I don't question it, okay? Hey, that's a hook.
We've got a hook. All right, our path forward is known. Blue, however, hasn't done Ordeals yet. Is he going to fade it?
It's a dangerous proposition. Obviously, it's really dangerous because we know what's up there.
Absolutely.
It's 3 bosses in very quick succession. Like, no, you don't. Maybe you save it for later when you can just blow through it in like one swing each. That could be an idea.
Sure. I mean, there's not a lot to gain up there at Ordeals right now. Sure, you kick off 2 bosses, but you're not unlocking a Cecil, you're not unlocking a Tella. And we know there's nothing of value in the changing room, but looks like we're going to do it anyway.
I was going to say, I like the routing here, where it's, hey, just hang a left once you dump the hovercraft, and bang, you're right there. So, very, very good call on Blue's part. I like it.
Yeah, it's these minor optimizations, but, you know, doubling up a movement to move the hovercraft and get to your next destination simultaneously does save a few seconds.
Yep. It's never good flying a airship around like a chicken with its head cut off. So if you have a plan in mind and it works out, hey, you keep doing that. And hey, look, there's another hook.
Wow, all the hooks tonight.
So many hooks.
It's like we're teaching men to fish.
Wait, we're teaching people to fish now?
I mean, that's what you do with hooks, right? You catch fish.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
You could do that.
Like, imagine if we just put the hook on the Enterprise, we flew over the ocean, you tried to land in the ocean, you caught a bunch of fish instead.
That... I think I've seen movies like that. Usually what happens is the hook catches on, like, the immovable rock, and, well, we know how that ends. So...
Yeah, and then you get a game over, and I hope you save.
Exactly. And the airship's in the water, and wait, there's not a Leviathan cutscene here. Up, and your airship's gone. The end.
But sometimes you pull up a crystal sword. That'd be a really cool idea. We should put that in feedback and suggestion of the Discord.
I'll let you field that one.
I mean, they already didn't like my last one of the Devil
Okay.
Tella, unfortunately.
I get newspapered enough. Okay, I need to limit my interactions with people with much larger titles than me.
I'm like, who reads newspapers anymore? But apparently the Free Enterprise admins do.
They do. And boy, can they read them very well.
Anyway, tallgrant is double checking the outline here. Going to get a charm rod. Not sure if he's going to keep it. May reset out. And BleuWizard up here finding his dark elf. Will be pretty quickly through Ordeal, but I think tallgrant's going to hit that hook route a little faster.
I mean, the fact is they're both going to be on the hook route at about the same time. So, obviously, Grant does have Evelyn also in his pocket. So, looking at like the equipment deviation between the two of them. Now, they're both pretty much, kind of where they need to be. And once, Blue gets all this experience from this incoming gauntlet, like I saw Grant, he's got Blink on Poram. So they're pretty much set for this hook route, whatever's down there.
So if you're in BleuWizard's shoes right now, you're about to find the alt gauntlet. Are you happy or sad?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's experience that you normally wouldn't get. And it means the gauntlet's not on the moon or in Luca or anywhere else you really don't want to find it.
What, like a giant?
So yes, I will take that gauntlet and I will be very happy about it at this moment.
Okay. But yeah, tallgrant is our first racer tonight, heading down into the Ebling Cave on the hook route, checking the shops. What are we looking for? Bacchus, we're looking for sirens. We're finding sirens.
Oh, well, we know where they are.
Yeah. Do we want them right now?
I mean, look at all this deliciousness here to sell. I mean,
sell the Blizzard Spear.
A lot of money sitting right there.
Sell the Blizzard Spear. You've already seen Ruby.
Yeah, but you haven't seen Elements.
We have a mute knife. Dude. No, that was the other seed. God, I played too many seeds today.
Seed blending, and you're not even playing. I love it.
Oh, that's a rune axe. All right, forget that mute knife. We have a rune axe.
That works. That works. That's fine. Let's see how the looting continues here with Grant. He may feel like that he's just fine at this point. Like his party's kitted out, and you may not see very many other treasure chests touched here. So,
no, I think both of our runners have sufficient loot to get through the seed. However, one of our runners, tallgrant, heading down the hook route, has a little bit of a time advantage, but BleuWizard has that boss advantage. He checked that mist cave. It's very dangerous right now.
Oh, hi. Well, we know who that can't be.
Can't be Paladin, it can't be Ogo, and it can't be Wyvern.
Right.
So
but
we're
we know
down
who it
to
could be.
D-Lunars or Plague.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see?
Well, I know who the runners want to see.
No, I'm asking.
I know who I want to see,
play?
and they are two completely different answers right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, right
I'll
now,
let people figure that one out.
We're not anchored, though.
We are not.
So would just Math Zerkine actually work if everyone's like RA3?
I think if you get enough people, you should be all right.
Mm-hmm.
You could get a little bit cheeky, possibly, and maybe attempt a little Starvale happiness with it. But I want to see the Lunars there.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we do have a white spear on Kane. It'll be relatively simple. You probably won't kill them in time, however, before the breath comes out. But I'm sure we have plenty of starting Starvales, considering that we started with both a Freedom Kit and a Better Kit.
Yeah. And I think that may be part of the, that might be some of the tech we see here is, we talk about, racing and, little optimizations. As weird as this sounds and as it may look, part of doing Lunars is understanding that, okay, I cannot do 12,000 plus damage to them before they turn me or try to turn me into a frog.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can't, why not just sit there, wait the 5 turns for them to do their little script and everything? Oh, well, the good news is, hey, guess what? We now know both of them. Because there's one.
Right. Well,
and here comes the other.
So all sparkles have been accounted for this seed.
Yep.
At the 29-minute mark. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. That's absolutely wonderful. They're all off the table. I'm very happy. So, but yeah, no, getting back to my point on Lunars, if Lunars were in the other spot, it'd be really weird, but people would sit there and just wait and do nothing short of healing and keep themselves alive for the first 5 turns. Then just throw veils up, let them turn themselves into frogs, and then you just off them at your leisure.
Yep.
Which sounds weird, but it saves time. So.
And saving time, name of the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, no, we've never seen races decided by 3 seconds or less, right?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't because those are called ties.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
But 4 seconds or more, absolutely. I see that all the time.
So yeah, Lunar's pretty straightforward there, and on to Plague we go. Do we save? We save. Grant may have an idea. It may be one of those. All right, I'm gonna try and zerk up everyone and see if people stay alive during this. We may see life potion roulette here. So, and those can go off the rails if you're not careful.
So Grant's a very good player. Grant's been practicing a lot, as I mentioned earlier. I think he won't have too much trouble with his fight, even though he doesn't have the best anchoring. He's got a Palom in the middle. Palom, not a fast boy. Edge, fast boy. Kane, fast boy. Young can be fast based on equipment, but probably not based on the equipment he has right now. But still, get a couple of Zerks up on that Kane, on that Edge. We're probably through.
Meanwhile, on Blue side, hey, Blue's like, I'm coming for you. But I'm going to open some more chests first.
Well, we're going with Life Roulette over here on tallgrant side. Kamikaze coming out from that Yang, going to do about 1156 damage. The Life Potion queued up, and we have a Bacchus for that Edge, but looks like we're going to conserve it and try to get one more Berserk off through Porum.
I like the weaponizing, we talk about weaponizing HP pools on characters, and our dear Punch Mage does gain HP at a pretty prodigious rate. So having him use the Kamikaze, absolutely.
Sometimes it's the best use for a Yang or a Sid.
Yeah. Now, if you really want to swag it, you Kamikaze kill Plague.
That is some time save right there. But that requires math.
Yeah, little known fact, by the way, for everyone. Anywhere that has a crumble spot, which happens to be the vanilla element spots in the game, if Plague is there, Plague goes away very slowly. Like, you wish you had a turbo button to speed up how fast Plague crumbles. So if you can short that, you probably save yourself at least 15 seconds.
Now, tallgrant having a little issue here. Got that Berserk up on Edge, and then Edge immediately decided to fall over, take a nap. Because, yeah, the Q didn't necessarily work out. We have our second Berserk out, and let's see if this is going to be enough to get him through it.
I mean, the good news is, if not, I mean, you do have your Punch Mage, obviously, at low HP. So pretty straightforward to probably just, well, never mind. Now everyone's zerked. Okay.
All right. Plan Q, go.
I am here for Plan Q. It's more fun, by the way, when you do Plan Q on CPU, though.
It is.
Yeah,
Fun and exciting.
CPU at least counters and makes you think about it.
But I think we're almost done.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on Blue's side, looks like Blue's looking at agility right now, thinking, I wonder.
Generally coming up. Oh, go ahead.
I would say it's good to sit there and think for a second about this, because yeah, these hook routes, I mean, this is force hook for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was designed to be challenging, and there are some major challenges that you can run into on this hook route. But Plague's not one of them, because Plague went bye-bye.
Yep. Plague is gone. Tallgrant is through. He's going to pitfall just after 34 minutes. Blue is just 2 bosses behind, but again, still up that check, that Octagram and Mist Cave. Tallgrant continues to fade it, maybe forget it, and the longer we go, the more likely it's going to,
Nobody's ever forgotten Mist Cave. No, that never happens. Ah,
I mean, this could be brand new. I mean, we could be charting new ground here on Free Enterprise After Dark.
I mean, a lot of it is routing too. You sit there and you think about like when you route that in. Oh, hi, that's a flavor of guards that, well,
It's free?
Yes, it's free. Do you really want to go up the tower for it though?
I got a tower key.
Maybe.
2 key item checks. I'm looking for a darkness crystal. It's free XP. I'm interested. I'm game.
I think I go shop first and find coffins.
We have hourglasses.
Yeah, but then they're still alive.
We have a mute dagger. I'm pretty sure we have a mute dagger. There was a mute dagger, I think, in Evelyn Cave that both of our runners picked up. Of course, it could be the one that is not mute daggerable. Tallgrad, however, taking your suggestion, looks like he's going shopping or actually popping the eggs or the sirens he bought over there.
I like this. You know why?
What's that?
Look at Palom. You see what level Palom is?
That's not 29.
It is not 29. Why is 29 important, folks?
Tybalt, are you out there? Can you help me out there?
That joke's never going to get old.
Nope.
Because, hey, guess what? One of those nifty glitches that everybody gets in Blue Moon, warp glitch is on. So you are highly incentivized to do dwarf, regardless of if there is a boss there or not, because it is not 1 but 2 item checks because of warp.
Oh, Tybalt is in chat. Thank you, Tybalt.
Oh, thanks, Tybalt. Appreciated.
I'm afraid to say that TheBleuWizard ran into a little bit of trouble on the D-Lunars and unfortunately took a wipe right there.
They hit really hard in that spot. Boy, does that spot hit hard. Yeah, so I mean, don't ever be sad about, hey, maybe I gotta drop my battle speed a little, get through the fight. Like, say as he literally just thank you, Blue, 10 minutes in the future, appreciated. But yeah, no, Xeno brings up Palom just gets the dwarf XP. Yeah, but then you got to keep Palom alive, and sometimes mages, they just die.
Yeah, survival not guaranteed.
We've all played Free Enterprise a long time. How many times have you gotten to just like the little bit at the end of a fight, and all of a sudden the boss is just like, hey, that one character you really wish had gotten the XP in this fight? Yeah, they're dead.
Are you talking about like every single time I go to Evelyn and do a trap chest?
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like I need my Black Mage alive to learn Virus, and then right at the end it's just snipe, and you're like, no, why?
All right, well, eggs continue on tallgrant side. BleuWizard equip that white spear, going to give a couple jumps. And one little danger of this D-lunar fight that I think BleuWizard found last time around is if you don't kill them at about the same time, we're getting a lot of fires coming out between these two D-lunars.
And boy, do they come out fast.
They do.
They do. Yeah, fires, I mean, at least with fire, you know the exact damage you're dealing with because it's 20% of your max HP. So you're on a countdown. You get 5 fires and you're dead.
And it looks like we're going plan Q right here, which is actually not a bad idea. I think I saw an attack queued up on Edge.
Or, you know,
doesn't
Quake
matter.
could just one-shot them. You know, that works too.
Quake is fun.
Yeah.
Quake is nice.
Yeah, Quack works. Quack does not work on Plague, by the way.
No.
No.
Virus
No,
does.
Never casted Quake on Plague before.
So Blue knows who this is. Will he save? Thinking about it.
I mean,
Yes. Good choice.
Okay.
Good choice, Blue. I approve.
You wipe
You're my boy.
once to the fight and then you get through it. You don't need to deal with that fiasco again. You know, take the few seconds, go be like, all right, I know this is Plague. How do I set up for this? And go take care of your business.
Meanwhile, tallgrant has that warp on that Palom, ready to find a couple ninja blades here.
Ooh.
With no money to spend.
Sure. I see a sword right there. Yeah, that's like almost a straight across trade for a ninja sword right there. That's perfect. See, I do. Look, I love the seeds where there's holy swords in trap chest and no Cecil. Because guess what? Each one trades for a ninja blade. It's great.
That's true.
Or sirens. Or, you know, other useful items that we love.
I just love darts. Darts are so good. Don't sell the rune axe. No.
Yeah, I would say you remember about that mute knife? Don't worry about it. It doesn't exist anymore. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. Ignore that rune axe. But it's okay. We're going to have 2 ninja blades. It's going to be good. I think that Edge is back road.
Yeah.
We don't need that ice claw anymore. We've already seen Ruby. We've already sold the blizzard spear.
Now, I mean, to be realistic here, like Edge is like endgame equipped here. Like a pair of ninja swords and a Zeus gauntlet, like you're good with Edge, right? Like you're not, he's done. So it's always nice to sit there and, you know, it's just, oh, hi CPU.
Hey, I wish we had a dart like an Excal right now.
Or a spoon.
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll get through this. We're back road.
Yeah. So speaking of darts, hey, look at what Blue's doing on his side. He's throwing all the darts. And all the J items, and oh boy.
And that's a lot of zeros I see on his side.
It is.
I don't believe I see anyone zerked up at the moment. I'm a little concerned here.
No, and yeah, people are going to start dropping, and here we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, you need to get someone lifed up there, sir.
This gonna work?
No.
No, it's not gonna work.
No.
Well,
sadly, eventually the count does resolve, and yeah.
Well, the good news is Blue saved. Always be saving. I learned that last season.
Saving? Who does that? That's silly.
Only cowards like me.
Yeah. Also, very nice timing on the Quake on Grant's part there. Yep.
Yeah, that's very good game knowledge by tallgrant over there, knowing how much HP is at this spot, knowing when he can Quake and when he can't.
Yep. Measure twice, quack once. I know, that's the saying I just made up. It's fine. Oh, this is going to answer a question for us.
Yeah, who is at the top tower?
Survey says. Well, now we know.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter that you sold your rune axe.
Nah.
We can cast Quake here. We can get through this.
It's 3,000 HP. Look, see, look, Edge by 28 HP. Got it covered.
No, you sold your rune axe.
So.
Oh, so
okay,
close.
that was a little short. And now your mage's just tiny.
Yeah, now he's even shorter.
See, usually what happens is you find these guards in the wrong spot where they hit really hard, and then that happens, and then somehow they decide that they want to punch whoever they casted size on, and boy, do they die. And it really hurts.
So Tallgrant, I'm sorry, Tallgrant through Dwarf Castle. BleuWizard is beginning to toss out the Berserks over here, but Berserk Palom, unfortunately, who immediately dropped.
Yep. All right, moment of truth. What type is Grant? Do you think Grant warps first, or do you think grabs the item first?
I think he grabbed the item first.
Yeah.
Granted, I saw him moving down when I said that, but that's the kind of player I am too.
Well, boy, you know, that's almost.
Don't you feel silly?
You know, there's a button I have, and boy, that would qualify for one. Hello.
That's a nice item right there.
That is very nice. So this creates a whole nother ball of problems here.
It sure does. Now what?
So you have this is the danger, and this is the allure of this flag set. You know, for Grant, he's only at 3 bosses because he hasn't seen Miss Cave yet, right? So let's assume he had. You're at 4 bosses. You have access to darkness, which means you have access to 8 more bosses now in the pool. But you look at your key item pool, and boy, are there a lot of bosses you can't put eyes on.
That's true.
If you're at 4, when do you decide to go to the moon and make a play for 7?
Right now. But speaking of right now, BleuWizard through that play, joining Tallgrant
Enjoy
underground.
Your fall. Blue, please don't forget to take 2 steps to the right.
I never forget to check.
I mean, you could take 1 step if you're cheeky, but 2 steps is fine. So
there you go. 3 steps. What do we have here in our Fey March freebie? A rat tail. That doesn't unlock another boss. Or
it's a functionally useful item.
What do you want to see from that rat tail?
Bahamut.
You know,
just because.
We do have Iridia.
Yeah.
She, hanging out, Tower of Wishes.
Yeah.
Do you consider a mage play this late in the game when you have a fully geared out edge?
I mean, I feel like I should be the one asking you that question because I do know you love your Zerkers.
I do. This is a different flag set though.
Yeah, it is. So, but I mean, like you said, you look at this party, you look at that power that Edge is putting out, and to turn him into nothing more than a glorified Starveil user. Unless you find the spoon, and then hey, a few darts here and there, and life is fantastic. But it's a good question. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, wow.
Well, we found free and required. Actually, required and required.
That is beautiful. Except for one problem.
What's that?
That one anchored on the right.
We're not anchored.
We are not.
Quick, cast Venom on everyone right now.
I was going to say, boy, is he going to... that is big brain play right there. I would throw Venom on your party right now.
Right now. You don't have to do it later.
And carry it over to the next fight.
So this is...
I like it.
This is dangerous for Tallgrant. And I say that because I keep on harping on Blue checking that Mist Cave, finding that Octomam. Blue is going to be at 5 bosses after this.
Yeah.
And he's going to find, hopefully, that Darkness Crystal from the Warp Glitch.
Yeah.
He's going to be very tempted to go to the moon and could very well be rewarded for doing so.
Yeah, and sirens are available. So, So we may see the proverbial gas pedal be pushed here shortly.
Another dart. Darts are nice.
Darts are nice. Yeah, they're very expensive darts though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna buy though?
Well, I mean, if we knew Drain Spears were for sale, I'd trade a Defense Sword for like 4 Drain Spears. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah. Ninja Stars too, but I hate the animation time on Ninja Stars. They take forever.
Yeah, it takes too long.
Yeah.
Oh no, Blue, save. I don't think you saved, did you? Oh, we're exiting.
Exiting. How interesting.
Hmm.
Maybe Blue's of a mind that I need an anchor if I'm going to take a swing at that gold buzz.
Possible. Understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you can do the King Queen Evelyn now, but you still got to come back for that gold buzz eventually. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a fair assessment because that spot with Golbez and his spells, I don't really care how much you've leveled, you die. Like, you need a veil to go up to live through that fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that spot pretty high magic last I heard.
Yeah, just
we're about to find out.
Yeah, it's not quite like Ogopogo CPU levels, but boy, is it close.
So here we go. Will Tallgrant find boss number?
So,
5.
So here we go. Cheeky Star Veil. Here's the catch. Shadow goes right through that. So if Kane gets nommed here, yeah. Oops.
It's okay. 40% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah. I mean, it's better odds than Asura.
That is true. Well, actually, no, it's not.
No, if you know how Life 1 works on Asura, trust it's even though it's supposed to be 33%, oh no, it's way more than that.
All right, we got a 33% chance of Kane getting nommed. He's good. We're through.
All right, we're through. So, yay.
Second one, just for safety.
Yeah, the thing about the Star Veils is, when you're anchored, you know kind of how long the veil's going to last. When you're not really anchored, those veils can fade quickly. So, here comes damage. It's a good number.
Oh.
That's, well... By the way, I'm pretty sure that kid had lightning resist gear on too, and it still did $3,000. Oops.
So over on the other screen,
don't worry, he'll walk it off. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, kids recover all the time.
He'll be fine. Yeah, they're resilient.
Yep,
that's the number.
Their body, they're made of jello. They just bounce up.
So,
but on TheBleuWizard's side, over here in Dwarf Castle, I'm not certain if he's going to take the bosses. It looks like he is. His Palom, not level 29.
Oh,
level 23.
That's dangerous.
Checking it,
and
identifying the problem.
Realizes it. Are you sure he can't hear us? I know he's 10 minutes in the future, but I have questions.
TheBleuWizard, what is the lottery numbers? Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Yeah.
What is the price of Bitcoin 10 minutes from now?
I mean, that could be. Oh, hey, there's Bahamut. Sorry, I was wrong about the rat tail. It's right there.
But yeah, very heads up on blue side, identifying that this could be a problem.
Yeah,
and correcting it.
Yeah, because I mean, you never want to do dwarf and then realize that I missed warp by 1 level. It's not a good feeling.
No.
Especially when if you lose a race because of it. So yeah, please don't.
All right. So Martin, I want you to put on your tallgrant hat right now. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bosses done. You have a darkness crystal. What you doing? You don't have a pass.
He sold the mute knife.
And the rune axe. And if we're going to find anyone on the moon, it's going to be a Yang, and it's going to be Mega Sisters.
I mean, Grant obviously needs to go take care of, Miss Cave.
If he remembers.
If he goes and takes care of Miss Cave, it's not even a question. You're on the moon immediately.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's you have sirens, you have 4 hourglasses in your inventory, gold dragons. Even though it's not 10 key items, it's still going to give you enough experience to get people into the low mid 40s, and that's enough to go start face checking the entire moon. And you find your 7th boss, and looking at which 2 bosses are there, fairly straightforward on both of them. And then you can decide if you have enough experience to go try and take on Z, or what your play is at that point.
But yeah, with
So.
Sirens available, XP experience very ample, very very accessible this seed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think somebody with bigger titles than us obviously did the math on this, and I think the rolling average is like 1.9 bosses between the giant and the moon.
Yep.
So if I'm at 6, yeah, no, I'm on the moon. So I thought all the sparkles were gone.
Oh, we forgot that one.
I'm glad it didn't get a turn.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Kane would have survived. Maybe Yang would have survived.
Well, it's a single roll,
Mm-hmm.
and it can go up to about 1300 HP.
Mm-hmm.
And Kane is not known for his dodging ability. I don't think Kane ever dodges anything in his life.
Well, then, excellent reflexes on tallgrant's side to hold down A.
I think Kane's usually too far up in the air for it to matter.
Mm-hmm.
So, wow. Grant
Plan
knew
Q.
the Penguinator.
We got Plan Q on BleuWizard's side, Penguinator over on tallgrant's side.
Hello.
I mean, we know that the boss at the top of the tower is not required. But look at all those key items you're missing that can gate bosses. Baron key, Luca key. We don't care about the Luca. Actually, we do care about the Luca key. We found the key item, but we haven't found the boss.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So if you're going to start getting into your own head on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no boss on the moon. There's no boss on the giant. What key items would you like to have?
Baron.
And you could make a play for the Earth Crystal, but you have access to Zot 1, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But yeah, Baron's kind of your big one here. So fading the top?
That's not it.
Fading the top when you don't have, like, if I had coffins, I guess the case could be made.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, you have the Quack Kid. Like, just one Quack and the fight's over.
Yep.
So, a case could have been made to put a save prior to the tower key. Go straight to the top. Off them, see if it's an item I want, and if not, reset and then go do the tower key and leave.
Mm-hmm.
But it's time. And speaking of time, hey, look, it must be time for Mist Cave.
It is, and it's time to get to our 6th boss over here on tallgrant's side. I think now you go to Moon right now.
Yeah.
Just completely agreeing with you, and I'm glad that tallgrant didn't forget it. It's a very easy check to forget.
Now, the scary thing about at least this right now is, okay, so we talked about like gold dragons and whatever. You don't have a great way of killing them.
No, we don't.
So I probably lean more on warlocks here, which means I probably want
a mute knife.
How greedy I want to be, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 sirens. Would be enough. Obviously, you need a quantity of life potions, and then pick your poison on either mute bells or hourglasses to shut them down. But
I mean, I'm a fan of Kiss. I'm sure you've heard of it. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
And if I was in tallgrant's shoes, I'm going to buy 15 sirens, and I'm just cracking eggs.
Yeah.
Like, you might save a little bit of time doing the warlocks, but it's a lot more things can go wrong, especially because you're not anchored.
Yeah, very much so. Versus eggs, where, hey, just make sure your Quack Kid is up and running. And now here's the thing, though. I was gonna say, with launching the whale, I mean, you're there. If you want to switch out a character for an anchor-related reason, now would be the time to do it. So you make the decision on, all right, do I get rid of Yang? Do I get rid of Kane and put an anchor in its place, or do I just go?
I thought tallgrant heard you for a second, but maybe not.
Oh, can we? Huh? We're trying to get into the mind of tallgrant here, folks.
Well, it doesn't look like we're going to buy more. Oh, we are going to buy more sirens, so good on tallgrant's part. Yeah. And BleuWizard, remembering to warp glitch after he grinded for that warp, has his darkness crystal too.
Yay.
So at this point, Blue is just behind the 2 Fey March bosses. The gold that is, self-eliminating, and the King Queen Evelyn also self-eliminating. We got a race.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Plenty of race left. Still time for things to, fall off the rails. And I mean, this is far from over.
Mm-hmm.
And here's it's not even that, like things could go off the rails. Is that 7th boss? I mean, it could be a Zot 1.
Could be.
We don't know.
Did someone do a cheeky check?
I would say maybe somebody makes a cheeky play on it. That's the great part about a boss hunt. I feel like is you're going to see people swing in that direction where it's like, okay, maybe I do feel like I'm a little behind. Maybe that wipe to, Lunars and Plague. All of a sudden, like, all right, well, I'm a few minutes behind. I need to do something that my opponent's not going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That qualifies. So.
And chances are, if you're BleuWizard,
also,
you feel a little behind.
You can't put an airship on the whale. That's not a landing dock for it.
Why not? Look at all that, deck space on that whale there.
I know. No, just no.
No? All right.
No.
But yeah, if I'm BleuWizard right now, I'm feeling a little behind with those little hiccups that I had over on the hook route with that Plague. I might do something a little cheeky right now to try to catch up.
Yeah, maybe. And I mean, hey, look, you're checking Sheila 1 right now. You're right next door.
Sure.
So, if you're going to do the play, this is about the closest you're going to be to it. So.
And we get... All right, say the line. Say the line.
Yay! We can get underground now.
Yay!
We're excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun when after this tournament, when we are all so burned into our heads that the hook route is the only thing that exists. That the first time we get a magma key, we're gonna be like, wait a minute, what is this?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the return of community races.
How do I throw a key down the well? I'd probably miss throwing it. Oh God, no!
Not right now.
How fast can I exit?
How fast can I do some double gold dragons?
Oh well, that works too.
Well, we're doing 4 of them, I guess.
Yeah. I'm echoing Radical here in chat. I see what's up there. Nah, I'm good. That one can stay there forever.
So we have a way to kill these gold dragons. It involves Quake. That's a Luca key. That right there is a very spicy and a very cheeky check right there.
It is. And it is a straight... it's basically the equivalent of the Zot 1 check. It's roughly a minute and some seconds to sprint down there and see who the boss is. And boy, if you're right...
Are we doing that one?
Sometimes I just speak things into existence. Sometimes.
No, Blue, save first. Ah, okay. Well, let's hope this hits for Blue's sake.
Here we go.
Oh, he's going to go save now.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
He's listening to me in the past. I like the play, though.
I do. It is... I have no problem with it. And I'll tell you what, if he's right, it's going to feel really good warping out of here.
Yep. Do the Rex banner.
I mean, we named that check after the guy that...
that does that check.
This dates back a while ago, but there was a campfire race that we had between Rex, Night Dew, myself, Pancras, Possum, all of us racing, and Rex beat all of us, and we wondered what the heck he did. And he went up and did Zot 1, and D-Mist was there with a key item that was blocking literally everything, while we're sitting there trying to full clear the moon and do everything else. And he's just like, I just felt like doing it. And okay. Sometimes it works.
Yep. Sometimes better lucky and good rather than just good.
Yep.
But will Blue be lucky and good today, or just good? Oh, don't save over your last save. Thank God. I do that all the time.
Right? You forget to push down, or it quote unquote eats your input. Yes.
Is it? It's Antlion.
It's Antlion.
We don't want them. Reset.
Wait, you're not on the moon?
No.
Boo.
We're elevated. We're above Earth.
Yeah. But I like the check. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you're going back downstairs to do, King, Queen, Evelyn, and Golbez, Luca's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's just such an easy one to forget on this flag set. You've done your warp glitch. He's going to do tower key right here. We also see the top of tower too.
Yeah. You're happy you get that one key item.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, I'll just ignore the boss, except, we're playing a boss hunt.
Yep, he's been fading Feymarch this entire time too. He knows two bosses down there are required.
Mm-hmm.
And those two bosses, K-Summon's on, those could have key items as well. I mean, maybe Blue's playing for 10 key items before doing his grind, and that's a very respectful play.
Yeah.
But we know there's no key items behind that, Feymarch at all. There's just two bosses.
Yep.
But I'm wondering when he makes his way back there.
Well, this is the dangerous part of this too, is obviously with a boss hunt, and everything, there are bosses we're going to fade because, hey, we just flat out don't need them. The scary part of that is fading those. Like right now, Grant's on 6 key items.
Uh-oh.
No, yeah. So about that one roll.
Yeah.
So you get on the moon and you want your moon to be your end game because you don't have a pass in your hand. So you need your 7th boss to be on the moon. So you're not coming back to Earth because you're not killing bosses. And chances are, unless you find a pass very early, you're not going to get one. It's probably behind a boss you chose not to kill.
Oh, we're doing Luca.
We're doing
the Luca.
I like it.
I mean, hopefully save this time before, or heal before going in to see the boss. But
yeah,
I really like this play right here.
Yeah, very much so. So so at least on Grant's side, I like this idea because he's going off the assumption that his last boss is on the moon. And at that point, he's done.
And he's probably right, but he may not be.
I mean, hey, we've seen seeds that all 8 bosses have been on Earth.
Yep.
So,
I mean, his boss could be up here behind this darkness crystal. It could be, say, Magus Sisters at Giant 2.
Yeah.
Which you're going to last location. So, yeah.
I mean, I personally feel like it'd be way more fun with Mega Sisters at Giant 1.
That's a lot of HP.
That's a lot of HP.
Cindy is an absolute unit at that location.
That is all the HP, and I'm here for it. So,
like, if you haven't seen a sister grind before, you're going to see a sister grind.
Accidental or otherwise. So.
So I think we're doing a double gold dragon grind on this side for tallgrant, but I don't know if we have any more hourglasses. Are they stopped? They might be stopped. It might have been our last hourglass.
Moment of truth.
Luca, what you got?
Oh, I still like the play.
Yeah,
I appreciate the play and the. I mean, if you're gonna do 2 spots, that's it.
But I would go do that Feymarch.
Oh yeah. I would not be surprised to see him going to switch out like for an anchor right now. And
understandable.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you get to the mid-late game, having a solid anchor does make things a lot easier. So.
Yeah, there's a handful of locations on Earth where an anchor is great. Luca Cave, Ruby Spot, Feymarch. But everywhere else, you can fast anchor or not have an anchor. It's perfectly fine. Moon, Giant, you want an anchor.
That's dangerous territory you're getting into. And yeah. With bosses with the stats and the HP and everything that they have up there, you don't really want to mess around with them. So especially with some of the bosses that are still left in the pool, yes, the sparkles are gone, but boy, there are still some rude ones out there.
Yeah, I just hope you're really good at run buffering. And even then, that may not help you.
So, yeah.
So Blue is deciding to fade Feymarch, going up to the moon by the looks of it.
I was going to say, where are we going?
Going to the Giant? Oh, we're going to the Giant.
Or
We're not going to the giant.
I was gonna say, are we trying to spy the 7th boss here? Do we want the knowledge of where it's at, or
I mean,
I'm intrigued.
It would be nice to know Magus history of that elements, but you don't have the levels to handle it right now.
No.
Maybe we'll have a similar grind out of blue doing double gold dragons here in Cave Value.
But meanwhile, Grant is on his way down the moon. Hey, you have 6 bosses and no pass. Where do you go first?
I'm going to Murasame. I don't want to walk the LFT twice.
Oh, by the way, for anybody that noticed, you notice Grant just walked right in? Do you notice what was missing? There's no cut. There's no cutscene. Isn't that nice?
It'd be great if there was a piggy waiting on the lunar dais. And, he just
but then
walked
you'd
out.
have to wait 30 seconds for the whole piggy thing, and then it runs away, and
it gives you time to breathe, collect yourself.
Yeah, you had time on the flight up here. Like, you were fine.
What do we got here?
Is that
We've got a demist.
Oh, if this was Red Moon,
I still wouldn't do it.
Liking things right now, but
I still wouldn't do it. You can't make me. I'm going to the bottom of the moon. I'm taking my talent to South Moon.
Reasons why runners love Blue Moon. 1, you ain't got to worry about that one. So.
But speaking of runners, just got a shout out with this little bit of lull we have right now. Tallgrant, TheBleuWizard, both fantastic runners. If you haven't given them a follow yet, if you haven't seen their streams, you're missing out. You got to watch them.
You really are. And as the bot and Dathis are currently doing also, because you're all here, you may not know that there is a race that is maybe still going on over on the flagship channel on Free Enterprise. You decide to watch that after this one. You can catch that on YouTube. You can catch it on, obviously, a Twitch VOD. Boy, if you thought there was a lot of Free Enterprise right now, wait till next week.
Oh, yeah. So with the round of 32 in Red Moon, around of 64 in Blue Moon starting up next week, are there any matches you're very hyped for?
Yeah, all of them.
That is the cop-out answer, but the right answer.
No, it isn't. I was part of the prospectus stream. You all heard my reaction when we saw the brackets. Like, this is terrifying. Like, there is not a bad match throughout all of this.
This is true.
So, when it came time to talk about bracketology, it's like, hey, so who are you gonna choose? I'm not going to flip a coin like 90 times here, because that's about what this comes down to.
That was one of my favorite comments in the bracketology channel this season. I don't know what to pick. This is so difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, Bahamut. Speaking of bosses, not difficult.
Okay, hold on. That's interesting. I do that fight.
I know it's XP, but why do you do that fight?
Because of the amount of key items that could still be gating a boss, and the fact the fight is free.
Okay.
I literally if it was a fight where like I took damage or I had to burn, and let's say I didn't have camping gear, and it was a fight where I took damage, et cetera, so forth. All right, a case could be made to fade it, but that thing is literally just get people zerked and get through it. Yeah, it's also XP, which by the way, I believe you're still a little shy of Nuke on the Child.
True.
Yeah, Polrom's at 50. Levels. The kid is
at 50.
Okay, so that's still 70,000 experience. It's not bad.
No, not at all.
So.
All right, what do we have here? Nada.
Not it. Now that fight I don't do because it's split XP. It's not even as much as it should be, and that spot is terrible on the XP table. It's just. Ugh.
It's also long.
Ugh.
Oh, long.
Yeah.
Ribbon room.
So.
Nada. I might do that. I might do that one.
That's might come back. Here's the other thing about doing Bahamut too. Like if you're gonna check it because of where it is in relation on the moon, you're never going back there to do it, so you might as well do it now.
Yeah, I don't want to walk back up there myself.
Yeah.
All right, Tallgrant is putting all of his hopes, his LST hopes, here on this Moss Immune altar. Is this his go mode? Is he gonna swag walk for us?
Look, we all want Mega Sisters here. We so want the Mega Sisters here because somebody will die.
Best I can do is
That's
Calbrina.
not the sis. I still do that fight.
That is a Quake away or a
Yeah.
Meteo. We've got Meteo on the
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
So Tallgrant's
but-
feeling the pressure here.
But we're doing Leviathan. I don't blame him. I mean, this goes on the list to do. It's 2k eyes.
It's 100k XP.
It is, and that probably gets the kid a nuke. So
And if you still have
the ice
boost,
2s don't hurt too much here. So
and you still have boss checks available on the giant, but having nuke would be nice for that.
very much so.
Where do you think our last two bosses are right now?
I mean, I'd like to hope where they are. Package and Twin Harp. Is that a reality?
Maybe.
Boy, do I hope so.
Did you just meme it into existence? Again?
I really hope I did.
You need to keep your powers
So-
under check, Martin.
Look. This is the danger, and once again, this is the danger and the allure of this flag set. Is you're at 6, you are in full-on face check mode. If the face check doesn't work out, now you have to start killing bosses for key items, and the ones you faded, it's Occam's razor. They probably have the key items you need.
Yep. Imagine everything behind a big
that
long
evil
chain. No. Not even behind the evil wall. Behind the top of tower that both of our runners faded.
Wouldn't that be a thing?
We had key tower and we didn't do top of tower. It had the bearing key into twin harp into package.
Could you imagine if Top Tower had a bearing key?
I would love that.
I feel like they would have stayed on Earth to check it.
I mean, BleuWizard absolutely would have after doing all the additional checks.
Yeah. This is great. This is great. Yeah, hey, do you remember the 19-minute mark?
Not anymore.
Never mind. Found the bearing key. It's right there.
Darn it.
Well, we thought this was like, oh, we got 4 bosses out of the way. This will be fine. It's not fine. We are not fine right now.
We even missed the happy hour mark. What's going on here?
Okay, here we go.
Now, pop quiz. Who gave us our starting key item?
Wait, I was supposed to be paying attention to that?
I mean, I said the name. I've already forgotten what it was.
I don't know. That's what we have chat for. Chat paid attention. They wouldn't lie to us.
That's why we have CS Radical pushing all the buttons and being extremely accurate and remembering everything that we didn't remember.
Yeah. A boss. Thank you. Yep, that's exactly. There is a boss that handed us the item. Thank you. We appreciate it, chat. What would we do without you?
We would talk to ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Odin.
That's right.
There we go.
With Odin. CS Radical, always accurate. And
all right,
going to the giant.
Hey, if we couldn't have the Mega Sisters at Ogopogo, maybe we can have them up here.
We could.
Yeah.
But what do you think? You do the giant or you do Baron?
I mean, if you want to get technical about it, Baron's probably faster because depending on who's at 65k here, this could be a very long drawn out fight. So
yeah, D-Lunar's out of the way. Maggie Sister would be rude. Who else would be rude up here at Elements?
Elements themselves.
Yeah.
It's time consuming.
Time consuming. We're not anchored. We don't have blue. We don't have white.
Yeah. Like this is all about time at this point. This is what boss basically holds us up.
Oh.
Well, I mean, a Rune Axe takes care of this one.
Did we sell it?
I don't know. Did we?
I think we did. I think we sold the Rune Axe for that second ninja sword.
Let's see. We have a white spear. What else do we have in our inventory? Uh-oh.
Well, and we also are not anchored at all.
Let this be a lesson, folks. This is why you hold on to your blizzard spears, your mute knives, and your rune axes. Just in case.
We don't really need the blizzard spear.
So, just the one-off incident where it's like, boy, this would be nice to have right about now.
Man, that Asura is going fast.
Yeah.
And that Luge is giving BleuWizard a little bit of the business right now.
Yeah,
Well,
Mike brings up a valid point here, and or I'm sorry, Plumeria brings up a valid point just using reflect here because yeah, reflect doesn't trigger the counters.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we all know counters, they just add time to a fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you know berserking against Antlion feels so bad because you know what's coming every single time you hit Antlion.
So, BleuWizard, it threw that Dr. Luge. Not a lot of XP, unfortunately, on his part, but he did get a spoon out of it. Very nice dart.
I affectionately call it the face check dart.
Mm-hmm.
It is at level 38 is an automatic 10,000 damage to anything you decide it needs to be yeeted at. So,
But hear me out. I know it happened like an hour and 10 minutes ago, but we did see an Edward.
okay, now you're just being silly.
I am.
Okay, no.
But yeah, I'd have to agree with chat. Wylam specifically, Baron's looking pretty good right now.
Baron always looks good. It really does. I mean, obviously the reward's going to be when you find, one of the two bosses after the Asura, but boy, if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that's where panic starts setting in, but you start to get a little concerned because you start putting your brain on things like, oh, maybe I should have killed that Bahamut, or
That
maybe I
Calbreda.
should have looked at top of Keyless, like, so.
All right, well, Blue is going to head up to the Crystal Sword altar, be alerted as well that your princess is in a different castle. But maybe he may choose to take this Bahamut because he chose to took that Dr. Luke.
Oh, where are we going?
Are we doing
Blue,
pink puffs?
Blue, say, Blue, what are we doing?
Come on, pink puffs.
Pink Puff's on stream. Hold on a second. What is this?
Who gave Tybalt BleuWizard's stream key? What's going
I'm
on
right.
there?
Silly. So, I see now. Okay, this is a perishable skill. Walking backwards in the LST.
Oh yeah, mine
We're so
died a
used
long
to
time
going
ago.
down and casting exit. The going up is like, wait, what am I doing?
Maybe he didn't check. I may have missed it. I guess he didn't check Murasame on the way down.
Possibly.
Okay.
Maybe he's getting up to where he knows that like warlocks to burn sirens are at, like this doorway right here. But now we're still going.
We're also still going over there on Asura.
It's making progress.
It is, but that's not a very healthy looking party. Doesn't matter.
Now we're good.
Now she's down.
See, it's taken care of. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, we took the scenic route all the way to the. I think he was going to Wyvern and missed the left turn at Albuquerque. Yeah.
Hate it when that happens. It's an invisible path. I never found Wyvern or the Crystal Sword in my initial playthrough of this game either.
Yeah. And boy, in the vanilla playthrough where, hey, guess what? You know what you were doing? Getting encounters every 5 steps. Yeah, it was great.
Also walking at like 25% speed of this.
Yeah, what a learning experience that was.
All right, Tallgrant through that Asura. We're going to see Giant 2. Will it be Mega Sisters? Will it be Karate? Or will Tallgrant feel behind because he has just whipped on a lot of checks?
Right? All right, moment of truth. Big brain play or, oh God, why am I not in Baron?
Drum roll.
Oh God, why am I not in Baron? Here we go.
Feels bad.
Also, hey, Free Enterprise rated us.
Hey, what's going on? Please don't spoil me on the recent race between Genghis Khan and peasants because I want to watch it later.
I feel like they were warned.
Just in case you weren't.
I'd like to think I know Scala pretty well, and Scala was on Restream over there, and I'm pretty sure there might have been a newspaper involved. So,
wait.
I think we're good.
Scala was on Restream. That stream ended.
Yeah.
She's no longer on Restream.
Yeah, now she's eyeballing us, wondering if she needs to hop in our room and mute us.
No.
Please don't mute us.
All right.
We've been behaving. Sort of. Chat will back us up on this.
Right.
Right, Bon. I just put our fate in chat's hands.
Yeah, we're kind of in trouble.
That was a mistake.
tallgrant with that Baron key going to be heading off to Baron. TheBleuWizard heading to the Giant. Going to have a little more trouble with that Athura, I'm pretty sure.
I think he might still have a mute knife, though.
He might.
Yeah.
But he'd also...
less 20 levels, but at least has a mute knife.
Down 20 or 30 levels, unfortunately.
Hey, who needs levels?
Yang needs levels.
Well, that is true. He definitely needs them. Okay, we're going down Baron. I don't have a lot of faith in Baron.
You don't?
I don't.
What are you planning?
I don't. My gut tells me for some reason that the boss we require is not here.
In a different castle, you say?
Mm-hmm. And I think a key item that we possibly need to make this all come together is also back on the moon.
Well, we thought this was going to be a quick seed. We're going to be here till 1 a.m., and I'm okay with that.
Look, hey, you did the intro, and you said this was after dark.
It is after dark.
You know.
I'm looking outside right now. It is extremely dark.
Oh, I still have light out here, so we got time.
No, my faith is in Baron. tallgrant is going to find the way forward. It's going to be...
Zeno understands. Yeah, harp and packet. That's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could use some music. We've been talking for a long time.
Yeah. Do we have D-Mist available? Absolutely. D-Mist is currently sitting on Murasame.
And we ain't doing it.
And we waved at it. And we said hi, and boy, did we run away.
You can't make us. You can't make them. We're our own people. No D-Mist.
Yeah.
Until it has exactly harp in the package.
All right, this is where Blue gets in. It's like, oh, it's just Asura. Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great.
Oh, we found a god mode.
No, why are you here?
Why wouldn't she be here?
Boo.
3 girls in a trench coat, ruling Baron. We don't even need a mute knife.
You know, as much as I enjoy the fact that Mindy just, went poof immediately, I'm sad that the sisters are here because, yes, this is go mode.
Yep. I didn't want it to end so quickly.
I know, but you know what the great part is? We don't have a pass.
That's true. I mean, it could be here, but if it's not, we have a little bit of more. We have more steps on our future.
You know what's better than walking the LST? Walking the LST twice.
That's right. So if you're tallgrant, put your tallgrant hat back on. Do you feel behind?
That Baron key is concerning. Like, you think about if your opponent takes a swing at that, and if they decide to scum that key, and they hit this, I mean, Grant probably feels like he's played this pretty well up to this point.
And he has.
No, I think worst case, he feels like, no, they probably look at the Giant. They probably spy the Giant. If they did that, I played well. Like, no, I'm probably tied, worst case. So
if you feel like you're tied, do you swag walk the moon?
I mean, you do your setup probably at the top, just save and you just run. Like, you've got the levels for this. This is probably, like, if you want a safe fight, this will be Berserk Hybrid. So.
Also interesting, tallgrant, both of our runners tonight, saying, I do not need anchors. I don't want anchors, even though they both have Iridia waiting back in that Tower of Wishes right now.
Yeah, which is automatic anchor amazingness.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anchor Alpha, Anchor Supreme. So, it's going to be a different Z fight than we normally see on tallgrant's side.
But, I mean, the nice thing is, you know what? You get 2 people zerked up, and guess what?
Things die.
Does it really matter? Nah.
Yeah. Zerk up 2 character, things die. Could be us, could be them. We don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. We've got 2 minutes. So, yes, that is how long it takes to run all the way down there. So, I will say this fly set definitely gives you great practice on routing the LST.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And let's see, on tallgrant's side, we're missing 1, 2, 3 bosses not available to tallgrant. Very understandable for him to have faith checked when he did.
Oh yeah, yeah, very much so. Yeah, it's one of those like it's a comfort factor. It's what number. Like you assume, okay, if I have 3 to 4 that I can't see, you just play the game and assume one of them is going to be behind there, and you just do everything else and hope you're right. And if you're wrong and there's 2, then you better hope you start finding key items.
Yep. I'm just waiting for that one terrible seed where I exhaust all of my available boss checks, and now I'm like, I faded everything on the moon, and I need to go there again.
That's in the middle, if you please. That's about as good as it gets right there.
What do we got? 28?
That's 28 on the mark.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So again, if you're just tuning in right now, tallgrant, BleuWizard in a play-in game here in the Blue Moon Tournament. Winner takes on Neon Gray next week, and the one who comes in second will be down in the Waning Moon bracket, waiting for their opponent 2 weeks from today. So looks like it's tallgrant in the lead right now, but could have some difficulty on the Z fight.
I'm beginning to see things in chat right now.
Oh, like
I don't think they want to be here with us till 1 a.m. I think they're tired.
Oh, are we that bad as commentators?
I don't feel like we were, but we obviously get the performance review afterwards. We'll let y'all know.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
No, but where are the flies for?
I think it's because we're about to fight the Romus.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's just Zeromus. Like, I mean,
yeah. I mean, it may not be Zeromus. It'll be Zeromus. It'll act like Zeromus, but will it wear the skin of Zeromus?
Oh, that's okay. Is that like the Moogle suit in Final Fantasy V? Is it like that?
That's kind of like, when you think about it, that's kind of morbid.
Well, I mean, if it's made of 100% pure Moogle, yes, it's morbid, but I'd like to think it isn't.
Like, what do they make it out of if not, the skin of
they probably
one of their
have a
fallen?
template that, I don't know, something.
A template? How did they get the template, Martin?
They probably put a Moogle in there and said, here, hold still, and then they, did the little mold of the Moogle, and it's like
and how did 4 people finish that Moogle suit, Martin?
Look, these are questions we're not concerned about. The question on our mind is, whose butt are we kicking tonight? I guess
will it fit
also,
into a Moogle suit?
is there a hat? Well, I mean, there should be a hat.
It looks, Kingdom Heartsy to me.
Don't tell Rybon about Girl Scout cookies.
What about them?
That's a thing. Boy, could you imagine that line on a box of Girl Scout cookies? Now contains 3% actual Girl Scouts. What's scarier, the fact that it's 3% Girl Scouts, or what the other 97% is?
Well, I mean, maybe it'll vary. Like the Thin Mints will have 5% Girl Scouts, and then the other one will have like 3%.
Don't get me started on Thin Mints. That's a cookie.
Yeah, it's kind of my kryptonite, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, what do we got? We got some Zerks, we got some nukes. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty straightforward fight here.
Yep, this is standard hybrid strats. Kane took the counter nuke, may take a death here as well with only 1024 HP remaining. We're about to find out, but Yang, Edge, Porum, Palom, all good.
I was almost going to say, didn't we talk about Kane and his lack of dodging abilities, but somehow he actually survived that one. That's amazing.
I mean, Kane can surprise us, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, sometimes.
We are darting. I don't think anyone's berserked yet, right?
I don't know. I think Yang is.
Okay, so we're not going to go for the refill skip.
No. Meanwhile, on blue side, I believe this is attempt number 2 at Asura here.
Yeah. Blue is taking the hard route on this Asura, but definitely have the skill to get through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, it is a time-consuming fight without, some sort of mage killing gear. It just takes a minute, and there's no way around it. You can't shortchange it. Just deal with it the best you can.
Yep. This is the fight he definitely can get through. He's reflecting, lit threes with that Palom to do a fair amount of damage. We have an unnerfed Big Bang, however, over on tallgrant's side, and down goes Kane, down goes Palom.
But people are still alive. We're all right.
Yeah, it's just a little dirty. It's okay.
Yeah. Not like, Yang has almost 5,000 HP, which is like more than the two mages combined. I mean, he's fine.
But will we get this nerf off, or are we about to lose our Porom?
Look, Porom has the ability to dodge things. We know this. It's like a hidden dodge stat on Porom's side. See, there you go. For some reason, even I don't understand this, but Porom somehow has evade built in.
More evade than Rosa.
Very much so.
We have the life coming out on tallgrant's side, trying to stabilize the fight. All it takes, though, is one high roll, unnerfed Big Bang, and Porom is in a little bit of trouble here. Tallgrant as well. Nuke's coming out. It's hitting Yang. We don't care.
He's like, ow. That tickled. Do that again.
Meanwhile, on BleuWizard's side, we have our front row down, unfortunately.
It's not that it's a punchy spot, but unfortunately, like you said, without levels, the couple hundred of damage for each counter, it adds up so fast.
Oof.
Yeah.
Not the reset for BleuWizard again, unfortunately. We'll see if he decides to take that Asura on an additional attempt, but no, look like he'll be warping out of here. Which we know from our perch above the ivory, up here in the ivory tower, is a good play.
Very much so. So I think at this point for him, that probably comes off the list. So it's like, you just, fine, if there's a boss behind there, I'm not worried. I'll go find it elsewhere. So.
Yeah, good play on BleuWizard's part. Tallgrant has stabilized his party, however. Big Bang coming out, though. I don't know if this is nerfed. I think I did see a counter nuke, so it very well may be. Edge may be in danger, however. It was not nerfed.
So you remember how we talked about Porom having dodge abilities?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Hubris.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a Big Bang.
Because that was 2,300 plus. So
that's another shake. That's another shake. I don't think we have time for a Cure 4 here.
I don't think anybody lives through this.
No, I think this is over. This is going to be, unfortunately, a wipe for Tallgrant.
And there it goes.
All right.
Well, on the good side, hey, remember how I said that, just, do your save and your setup at the top and just sprint right down? Boy, am I glad Grant saved at the bottom.
Always be saving.
Saving. Yeah. It's an emo for a reason, folks.
So Tallgrant, I think, will be better prepared this time around. I'm not sure if he threw a Silk Web or not. I'll have to pay more attention this time around. But almost had that fight. Buys BleuWizard a little more time. He's going to do the grind right now. But
look at Blue. Blue has an anchor.
He does have an anchor.
Now, lesson number 1. Please make sure that the anchor... Okay, hold on. I just realized that her name is Help. The boy, could I go a direction with this, and I'm going to leave that one alone. Okay.
Help, she's dodging everything.
I guess this is one way she can help. Sure.
Yeah.
You're okay. There we go. All right.
Somebody get life alert for Rydia.
Yeah.
We need to know when she's alive so we can kill her again. Round 2 for tallgrant over here. We know who it's going to be. Kingdom Heartsy. I unfortunately never played any Kingdom Hearts, so I don't actually know who it is. But Scala has confirmed in chat it is from Kingdom Hearts.
It is Ansem. It's the endgame boss of Kingdom Hearts.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
It is the endgame boss of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Pretty sure it's 1. Might be 2.
I thought the lore was like the end game boss. They're trying to understand the lore.
Look, the only thing I remember about 2 is that Sephiroth was an optional boss in 2, and boy, was he terrifying. So.
So this is your friendly...
all I remember is when Sephiroth goes up in the air in 2, is that you run away like a chicken or you probably die.
This is your friendly Reseamer here. I got a question for our commentators. If Porum is bonked with a life staff while you're using sirens, is that your life alert?
I have a good question. That's actually a good question. I don't know. I'll Rymon, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm glad you didn't power bonk the egg at least.
Yeah. Huh. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that should never be a situation that arises, but on the off chance it does, I wonder.
Well, it's probably happened to Possum before.
I do like Plumeria's answer though. Now she has a bonk and alert. I like this. Yeah.
Well, tallgrant side got the first nerf off, and we are back on the train for
I
defeating
see
the
wine
Zemus.
being drank.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Wine is delicious.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not a wine person myself.
You're not?
But no,
Have you ever tried coconut wine?
Why would anyone ever do such a thing?
Because it's like $7 at Aldi's, and it's delicious.
That's like coconut Malibu rum. Like those things have places, and what's the exact opposite of like Seattle? What's on the other side of the world? It belongs there.
Greenland.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that stuff there.
You should try it. Just saying. TheBleuWizard heading on down to the Fame March, going to get his next 2 bosses.
Nice part is, this Golbez, this is going to go quick.
Very quick.
Now, the only... Yep. Does he get it off in time?
He does.
Yeah, plenty of it. Very nice, Blue.
So
coconut rum and Mountain Dew. Is that even a thing?
Like, what kind of Mountain Dew, though? Like, Red Alert? Or...
No, don't make it worse by saying, like, Code Red or something.
Yeah, Code Red. That's the only good Mountain Dew out there.
I apologize to the entire chat for putting that thought in your head. Ugh.
What was your favorite drink back in your 20s, Martin?
Coffee, and lots of it.
Oh, is it still today?
Usually distilled into a very, strong in a very small amount.
So Irish coffee, got it.
That was a lot of coffee. It was a lot of coffee in college.
Out comes the Big Bang on tallgrant side, not nerfed. We have a Porum going down, unfortunately. Kane's on his knees. Young is sure gonna get off again.
Usual. As he does. I mean, it's like, whatever.
We have, unfortunately, Edge taking a nuke to the face.
Yeah.
Quad 9s. Good job, Pelham.
It's just like what I do.
Well, the black hole isn't even out yet.
I can tell you what you did now. Also, to Cycler, I actually have a 12-pack of Surge. It was somehow on Amazon for like a day or 2, and I grabbed one of them, and I just have it for reasons.
Oh, we got rocks.
We have rocks.
We got rocks and a wombo combo. We do not have Berserk up. Down goes Palom, who is channeling a direct nuke to the face.
Okay,
rocks coming out again.
Wait a minute. This is going to get creative in about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You got one shot.
What if I told you you had one shot?
Okay,
one
you might have
chance?
to. No, you don't
Mom
get.
spaghetti.
Okay, you might get to do that, but
Needs
okay,
be.
you probably still have one shot.
Yep. You still got
All
one
right.
shot.
Hold the A, and I believe the phrase is "Jesus, take the wheel."
Do we got it? No.
No! You know,
Yes!
oh my god.
No, wait.
No, you're not virused. Hold A. Just hold A. You can't die to the tick. Just hold it. No, don't. Oh my god. You're putting your faith in the kid. Help.
I mean, she dodged it stuff. We were
Help.
talking about this earlier.
No, this is bad. I can't watch.
Rockfall. Everyone died. No.
Oh, what is this?
This is called stabilizing.
Wait a minute. What are we doing? Hold on. Direct cast white.
Yes.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Dodge it.
Do it. Just direct cast. No. No. He can't dodge anything.
Are you trusting Kane? The betrayer?
No. Don't put your faith in a betrayer. What are we doing?
Porum doesn't care. We have all day.
Just bomb the white at it. Just and whatever happens, happens.
Just use the kamikaze and crumble skip. Wait, don't do that.
No, don't do that. No, you still don't win the game. You have to have a character alive at the end. Okay, could we stop doing Kane now?
We have to do Kane.
Yes.
Here it comes.
This ends one of two ways. You win or you die.
Do we win? Do we die? Uh-oh. Actually, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Well.
Just dodge another meteor. It's going to be okay.
One more time.
Yep.
Porom.
Porum cannot die.
Boy, is this the ending we deserved. This is it. It's done. It's done. Look, we just exist in Porom's world, folks.
I have lost how many count of how many meteors she dodged. And we are through.
Flash bang boom.
Wow.
What an ending.
Tallgrant, the master, coming out with the victory tonight with a time of around 1:44 and 28 seconds. And joining us in the booth, Tallgrant, congratulations.
Hey, thanks, Rybon. How you doing? I hope you guys are a little calmer than I am.
What was that?
Well, I have been saying to our good friend Possum Morpheus that Porum is one of the great characters of Final Fantasy, and he responded by coffining her all the time, and by God, she bailed me out tonight.
Yeah, but putting your faith in Kane?
Well, if you haven't, well, since you can't see me, I'm actually wearing a Kane shirt right now. As president of the Kane fan club.
All right, I get it.
I tried to get Kane. No, I think my hope with Kane was that I'd thrown that ninja hat on him. He was pretty fast, and I was hoping he'd be able to dodge a big bang, and I could heal him and just get a couple things off. I didn't really like the idea of trying to win that fight with whites. And I don't know. I'm not quite sure what made Porum dodge like that. I don't know if it's because I went back for the ninja hats in Eblin, but it was enough. I was happy because it felt like Z was trying to trip me up at every turn. And honestly, the scariest part of that whole fight was when Yang dropped to 3 hit points, and I knew that as soon as it ticked, he would go out.
Boy, were we on the edge of our seat for that one. That was something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like it to be something a little bit less exciting next time.
I mean, tell us about the seed. Tell us about your thoughts. I mean, okay, so let's go with this. Let's work backwards. You do the entire moon.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
Yeah. And that kind of frustrated. Well, frustrated is not the right word. It wasn't what I expected. I like to sit and crunch numbers, and one of the things I figured out when the flag set was published was that the odds of finding a boss on the moon, just the single boss in a given seed, is going to be about 80-something%. So odds felt really good that when I hit 6 bosses, I go up to the moon and I find that last boss. And when I don't find it, I'm not happy, but I'd seen it a couple times in practice, and I knew kind of not to panic. So I thought to myself, all right, We're going to stay up here because we're already down here. We're going to go find at least one key item. We're going to unlock at least 2 boss checks with key items, and that's why I did a couple scum saves around the moon. I'm not sure if you guys noticed me doing that, but that was kind of strategically so I could jump on the altars and start looking. And ideally, I wanted to pull either Earth Crystal or Baron Key. And as soon as I got one of those, I'd come back down to the blue planet, and I'd go Giant next was my plan because I didn't quite have Palom to nuke and pour him to white. And then if that failed, I was going to do the 2, I'd go do the 2 checks off my item and then start coming up with what else. I mean, kind of considering the crazy scenario of what will Sheila drop for me. Maybe I just go up and look at Zot 1 because I can get there. Just trying to figure out where to go and what to do. And thankfully, the Baron Key got it, and it paid out. If it hadn't paid off, I'd be turning in the rat tail, turning in the pan, and hoping that package or something else would give me what I needed.
I mean, fortunately for you, it worked out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping the sister, they weren't in Baron, they were gonna be buried somewhere. But for you, boy, that must have just been a great feeling. Oh, bless it. Except I've walked down the entire LST again.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if it's a choice between not having the pass, having a hard time not having the pass and having a hard time finding the darkness crystal, I'd rather just not have the pass and get darkness in a nice, simple, straightforward check like we did.
All right, right on. Your turn. What you got for Grant?
Grant, I just have to ask, were you ever interested at any point of picking up an anchor to supplement your party, or were you just really happy with what you had going?
I was happy with what I had going. I thought for a while of leaving Yang down and to do that, but I play enough Sea Hero that it's like, okay, let's just run somebody at Agility 28. Normally it works out. This fight was a little bit tighter than I'd like to, but that's comfort zone for me. I'm used to using agility gear to manipulate. You never can count on whether you're going to find a cursed ring or not. So it's nice to have the other options and not to slow down too much. Maybe it would have been easier if I just grabbed that Edward and threw him in the center, but frankly, all 5 of them contributed during the Z fight. And this party was a little bit more damage poor than I would have liked to have been, with the exception of Mr. Nuke Everything inside Palom.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, as Possum says, nuke is a heck of a drug. So
Yes, it is.
It does work very well.
So, but yeah, this was really fun. This is one of the jettier ones I've played, and it felt nice because I felt like for the most part I played it really well, other than the trouble I had in the Z fights. And again, I don't know how much of that was me playing the Z fight poorly and how much was Z just rolling like a monster. I know that the speed was not quite where I wanted it to be in that fight, and maybe that one agility, that low level agility anchor would have helped. But I didn't like the damage output on this party. It's this was kind of actually the seed I wanted to roll, though. So many seeds in the practice, particularly in the asyncs I saw in the Discord, were Cecil seeds, and it's find Cecil, get Holy Sword, go burn, go destroy things. And it got kind of, it got really repetitive to the point where I thought, are we ever going to see a seed like that? And so it was nice. I got a couple like that right before we started. It's good to have that practice because there are going to be runners who are going to see that for the first time and are going to panic because they're used to Cecil just being able to cheese his way through a fight.
And very much so. Or even an example like a Tella, where it's like, okay, D money's on the table, and great, now you have all your levels you need, and go for it. And like you said, just go blow up the world. So
yeah, I had a bad experience with D money last night, so I'm kind of glad not to have to do it today. I'd rather get a practice where I feel good about it again.
So Rybon, you brought up the fact your next opponent is the one and only Neon Gray. In the round of 64. What's in the future? We're looking at practice. What do you take away from this seed going forward?
I think what I take away from the seed is going to be a nice little analysis of what happened in that Z fight and some thoughts of what I could have done to make it better. The other thing is the seed was kind of reinforcement for a couple of strategic things I've been thinking about that I moved away from doing a couple weeks ago and then got back to, that if they've been paying out and that things are going to go in the right direction. I'm really excited to actually chat and go this with Neon Gray. I accidentally wandered into a race room that Neon was in during ZZ4, and they were very kind to me to say, hey, newbie, you don't have to. This is not for you. We love you. Come back and play some other time, but this is us. So Neon was extremely courteous during that, and so I just cannot wait to start. I love meeting people. I love making the friends. In fact, I'm actually really excited because I think Blue is fairly local to where I am, and I think he and I are going to be meeting up in person in the near future for that. So that'll be really cool.
Well, I guess the question is, so who's buying the drinks?
Probably me. It would be rude if it wasn't me.
Right, Bonnet, final thoughts? I'm done.
Now, all I have to say is that was an outstanding and very entertaining V fight. Probably didn't go the way you wanted it to. At least, I mean, you got the result you wanted. It may have not gone as planned, but it was a blast to watch. And I'm looking forward to watching you race against Neon Grey in the round of 64.
Yeah, I'm excited. Just the challenge of scheduling it is next, and we'll see. I'm really thrilled for the next week of it. I love when the tournament's in full swing. It's fun to see all the matches, to come home and pull up that slate and say, wow, there's a bazillion things to watch. This is going to be great. I would like to say, Martin and Rybon, I'm sure you called a great race. I'm really excited about listening back to hear what you said and kind of pick up what else I could. Of course, I'm sure CS Radical was great with the buttons, as long as you didn't accidentally eat one of them. And, Dath has kept everything held together and made it all look good.
I'm not going to say, we said amazingly, insightful things or anything, but I will definitely say the last 3 minutes of it, though, might be a good listen. Just throw that out there.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
So, all right, Grant, go have yourself a good rest of your evening, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you much, guys, and GG. Have a good night.
That's your winner, folks. That is the one and only tallgrant going in the round 64.
Yep. He doesn't have an easy race coming up against Neon Grey, but
nope, sure doesn't.
There's no easy races in blue or red this season.
Sure isn't. And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So this is, like Grant said, we're into full swing now. This is where things, there's gonna be so many races. So many races.
Yep. Speaking of so many races, we have one more in this play-in season.
We do.
Tomorrow. Yes.
Oh.
Do you know when?
Early.
2 o'clock Eastern. So that's early for you.
Early.
Yeah. We have Boney and Dr. Cossack, 2 o'clock Eastern, free enterprise. So if you like tonight, we have one more this weekend before we start full swing next Tuesday.
Hey, I recognize that name currently on the credits. That one says Zoe Vermillion.
Yeah.
They're on comms tomorrow.
They are, along with Possum Morpheus.
Oh, you know what? He's in credits too.
Wow.
He's all the way at the bottom though. Yeah.
That means he's not very important.
He made the credits. That says something, right?
More than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, amazing comms team, amazing everything tomorrow, and it's going to be a blast. So, yeah, make sure you're there tomorrow on Free Enterprise. But Blue, unfortunately, we're sorry. The ladies do lie in another castle.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Did get through that Asura. A difficult fight. Went back down, knocked out his 2 bosses down in the Fey March, picked up a rune axe, and did a very good, very solid Asura fight. Picked him another 100k XP, which is nice, but sadly doesn't have that Baron key yet, which we know is behind that ribbon room in order to get access to the Maga Sisters.
Yep. I mean, hey, there's another boss out there.
There is.
Question is where?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And what item is it behind?
Is there anything we haven't checked yet?
Also, Zeno brings out a very valid point. She's on restreaming tomorrow too.
Yep.
Okay, look, most of the people that are going to be on the stream tomorrow are probably in here, so yes, it's going to be great.
And to round it out, we have Ribbon Quest on tracking tomorrow afternoon as well.
Yes, I expect at least 88% of you to all be here tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So let's see.
Where are we going? Are we going? Well, obviously we parked the whale. So where are we going?
Top of tower. We're going top of tower, baby.
I like it. I mean, we've been wondering about this the entire seed.
Mm-hmm. We know it can't be the package. Why do I feel like it's
going to be Twin Harp? I don't know why. I just feel like somehow the Twin Harp's up here.
I mean, I'm happy with that.
I feel like it has to be an item that really made you question, like, do I really want to go do this right now?
It's just going to be a pass, and you know it.
Oh, that'd be rude. And amazing, and also rude.
Mm-hmm. So. But also, Blue did take that unfortunate wipe to Wyvern in the super cannon room, so we'll probably be knocking that out as well on his trip up here.
Yeah. Especially with an anchor now, it's just hold A, and but also please make sure your anchor is dead before you because
Also, with the levels he has now, he has the HP to eat that big bang. I'm sorry, that mega nuke and keep going. So no issues.
All right, moment of truth. We
Right.
know it's the officer and his minions.
Kaipo guards.
I wonder.
Could it be the Twin Heart?
I mean, I'm here for it if it is.
I mean, if we were paying attention to the spoiler log over on Tallgrant's side, we would know.
No, don't. No, that just spoils things. Don't worry about that.
But I wasn't watching it. I was busy listening to him.
Look, if I can't even tell you who the opening boss was, you expect me to watch the end credits? Please. That's silly. I mean, if it isn't, obviously you're back on the moon.
Yeah, you have no other options, I'm afraid.
You don't want to play with that wall. You don't. Demist, you don't have nuke. You used all your darts probably on Asura, so I mean, Bahamut and the rest of them probably are now in play. So,
ooh,
well, I mean, it's a functionally useful item, but not what we're looking for.
It's not useful. No one's going to equip that.
No.
What if you want to go pick up Edward?
That's okay though. We get to see other things. So
we do.
Also, would you stop with the Edward thing?
We got a spoon.
No.
Why not?
What are we gonna do with him?
We're gonna give him a spoon.
Oh, okay. Also, show of hands, who's ever had the tower key and literally blown right by the tower door and been like, oh, wait a minute. And then turned around literally at the bottom. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if Blue cares about that wyvern at all. Or maybe he's just fully committing to the moon at this point.
I feel like with 6 bosses in your pocket, you have to feel like your answer is either on the moon or via the moon. So, yeah, probably up there and start taking on bosses and see what happens.
Yeah, so we have bosses, many bosses up there on the moon. Oh, push a button. Button.
We'll redeem that later.
Yep, right after this.
That's what we call affectionately, folks, sticking the landing.
Yeah, we're going to the moon. We have a lot of bosses waiting on the moon. Which one do you hit first? I'm thinking that evil ball.
No.
No?
No.
How about the Demas?
No.
Oh.
You're trying to kill bosses quickly and efficiently, and there is nothing quick or efficient about those 2 bosses.
Yeah, but they're fun.
That's an F word.
Yep.
Sure is.
The one that I'm allowed to say on this channel.
You are, and I'm not allowed to say the 5 others.
So we are going to the LFT. No evil wall today. What are we feeling? Are we feeling Demas?
No. You've already covered this.
We have. I mean, I have, but we're going to see what Blue, because Blue's not listening to me.
No.
No one's listening to me, which is fine. That's pretty normal. Go to Demas.
No.
Oh.
No, we're fine.
All right, what we got? Caldrana.
There's another one I didn't have on my list. Thank you, Wylam. Fragrant.
Fungible.
Did you just say fungible?
Fungible.
I feel like this is a Jeopardy question or a Jeopardy category. Words that start with the letter F.
It's like we're playing Words with Friends, only our friends are chat right now. Someone get a dictionary. No, that's cheating.
Yeah, that is cheating.
Fuddruckers is an excellent restaurant.
They do decent burgers.
They do.
They're pretty all right.
I always thought they were a local place around here in the Midwest. Are they elsewhere too?
We have one up here.
Wow.
Sure do.
We only have like one here. So I thought for the longest time when I was a kid, I'm like, this is a local place.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Blue, hang a left.
Hanging a right.
We didn't hang the other left.
Well, is it our left or Kane's left?
Yes.
Because we hung Kane's left.
I know, it's confusing.
All right. Well, I think blue is probably going to find that Baron key behind Leviathan. Hopefully healed first, though. Has already done this one. That's where the spoon came from.
Yeah.
Not healing, somebody's dead.
Yeah. Local Magic Knight was right next to a Fuddruckers. That's a good place to, yeah. Yeah, that's a good location. I feel like they probably did a lot of business. So, also that wave is, well,
Hey.
oops.
It's wet. It's very moist. Very dank, very damp.
Uh-huh.
A lot of other
Something
words.
healing before entering a fight. Yeah, I'm also terrible at that too.
Tibalt, are you still out there?
So, I mean, the Ice 2s aren't terrible, but they're enough to kill you. So, I will say blue will be very excited about finding this Baron key here. So
I would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have the new power couple going on.
Mm-hmm. So, well, let's see. So what have we, while he does the business with Leviathan, we already covered the race tomorrow.
We did.
What haven't we shilled yet today? How about the
Fire-
Discord? We could shill the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking coconut wine, but I did that already.
No, we're not sponsored. Shh, that's enough out of you. Yeah, no, we should shield the Discord though, because I mean, yeah, there are people that probably are like, what are these two idiots talking about on stream?
Mm-hmm.
And where can I sign up to play with these two idiots? Well, the answer is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join us.
Come be on the commentary team.
One of us. One of us.
We're always looking for, I guess that's an F word, fresh meat. Yeah, that's an F word. That works. Yeah.
Victims.
Yeah. No, seriously though, it's a great time. Yeah. A lot, probably too much information that you would ever want to know about free enterprise. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a great time with it.
Yeah.
So, and that Rybon character I hear is pretty good at the game too. So,
CF Radical stealing the words out of my mouth. If we can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah. Schmucks. Wow.
Schmuck. I wouldn't call me a schmuck.
That's actually a compliment. I've been called worse.
Yeah. I would call me a word that I can't use on the stream.
Yeah. We have cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Cookies is a good bribe.
Yeah, they're 5% Girl Scouts.
Leviathan is gone, and this is about to be a better one. So
it's a light sword.
Light sword.
It's
Boom.
a
Baron key. Yay! How fast can I exit? Very fast.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even saving. Like, nah. If it ain't the Baron key,
it's gonna be a long night.
Spoilers. It's the Baron key.
It is. Imagine though, Karate's waiting on the Baron throne.
You don't.
The Odin throne.
No.
The Odin throne.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Xenocat. No twin harp tonight.
No. It was probably Arcana too, which makes me very sad because I'm definitely overdue on some Arcana music.
He's not. Look at all these people reading the spoiler log.
Huh.
Damn. All these people paying attention when I should be paying attention.
No, we're busy talking about important things. Well, you're not. You're still trying to show coconut wine.
It's delicious, let me tell you. It looks like milk.
Well, hey.
Oh, one other thing we haven't showed yet. The Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Ladder.
Oh.
It's a cool place.
I hear it's on hiatus right now.
It is for the remainder of the month, but I believe it's going to pick back up in early September. And it's where I got my start racing. My very first race was against someone named Coffee and Chocobo, and then I got my butt kicked by 45 minutes. It was outstanding.
That probably didn't end well, did
it? No. I was very scared. And then I was even more scared afterward. I'm like, how do I pick up 45 minutes? Turns out I didn't race very well. But if you want practice, if you want an opportunity to race, if you want to start, that is one of the best places to start.
I was, for context, folks, by the way, just remember this. When, Rybon first started, losing his CNC by 45 minutes, you would sit there and think, well, that's demoralizing. Geez, like, why do I want to do this? He did finish top 4 in the last tournament. So, Rybon's made steps, and he's improved a lot.
And that's a lot to do with the community, with the Pink Puff League, which we currently have. Currently on hiatus because, we just had our champion Funnel Cakes and runner-up Reckless Charlie, both of which I'm projecting to go very far in the Blue Moon tournament. But our newbie league, the Pink Puff League, fantastic, great way to learn, very camaraderie-filled organization that you can pick back up and join right after, I believe this tournament ends. We'll probably have another season, so keep an eye out.
Yeah. And I promise there are more flags that do exist out there besides Red and Blue Moon. There are other things.
Like No EXP.
Yeah.
And Push B to Jump.
Okay, would you stop? Don't scare them away.
And Wacky. All the Wacky flags. Hey, we found Maga Sisters.
Yay!
Yay!
Blue's like, finally, I can go home!
Home to the moon?
Yes.
That's where we're going, because we ain't got a pass.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe we do some more eggs here and get the kid nuke and, then go.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to grind a little bit here.
Yeah, that white mage at 13 higher HP is a little concerning.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is doable.
It is.
You could do the fight with these levels, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, the right person got checked. I was worried for a moment.
Things that people need to experience in free enterprise. Your black mage being charmed.
Yes. He doesn't know Meteo yet, but he knows Quake.
Yep, and it'll kill you just the same.
Mm-hmm. What is it? When your black mage knows Meteo, he doesn't have a cast time on Meteo, right? He just goes for it.
Yeah, it just goes. Yeah, no, it's instant. Uh-huh. Great.
Mm-hmm. But we are through. BleuWizard.
Yay!
7th boss down. Crystal in hand. Let's go.
Now, I know what's going through Blue's mind at this exact moment.
What's that?
This better be the pass.
I am sorry, Blue, in the future.
Your pass is also in another castle.
Yep. I don't know which castle, because unfortunately it's not shown in the spoiler log, but I wasn't paying attention anyway. But it's not this one.
It isn't. What a seed. Wow.
Yeah. This is a real rude one.
Yeah. Yeah, it had its moments, and I mean, we go back and we look at it. It's like, hey, 6 bosses. Yeah, you go to the moon, you find your 7th, the game is over, and then you don't. And you happen to kill the exact one boss that has the exact one item that you need to, Yeah, like, good stuff.
Death is these guys owe you money or something? What's going on?
Wait, what?
I mean, like, he rolled this seed and it was very rude.
It's Dathis. There's two versions of Dathis. Either it's a dumpster fire or it's a vanilla. There's no in between. So
they do not owe me money. However, I am not against being bribed in vanilla.
Oh, well, there you go. You heard it here, folks.
Like vanilla Greek yogurt, or what kind of vanilla?
Oh, had to. I knew you would work that in somehow.
Oh, why is Radius being stood up?
I have questions. I'm hoping it was an accidental, like, plink, or something, where it's like, oh, Radius about to go back. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Alert is going off.
Never done that before. Accidentally revived the wrong character. Yeah, no, never done that.
Uh-oh.
So.
Danger.
What? I think it's fine. Just hold A. See? There you go.
Okay. No danger.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, and we're at 10 key at... Oh, that's a good feeling.
4. Yep, 10 key items.
Yeah, well, it was 68,000 experience, so... If it wasn't 10, it was more than 10.
We have more than enough sirens to get to nuke and white.
Yep.
Feels good.
Yeah, it does feel good. So yeah, so we've got... Let's see, we covered Discord, we covered the race tomorrow. I hope y'all didn't have anything to do next week. Because like this week, for example, like there were no races on Thursday, which was weird, but that's fine. I think next week that's not going to be a problem because there's like 48 races that happen next week.
There are.
Or more.
Yeah. And unfortunately, not all of them will be able to be restreamed because there's only so many of us. But
well, they don't want to burn us out, and I get it.
But all of them will be watchable while they're on Free Enterprise 1, Free Enterprise 2, Free Enterprise 3, Free Enterprise 8, RPG Limit Break.
There's no 8.
I'm a follower of it.
No, there's no 8. No.
Yeah.
Also, you forgot RPG Limit Break.
I said RPG Limit Break.
Oh, okay.
And Khadgar.
Oh, that too.
Khadgar's great. If you
YouTube?
join our Discord. YouTube
Did you get
too.
YouTube?
I did not get YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, YouTube too.
But yeah, lots of races. Too many races to watch, at least for just one person in 1 week, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Do we have enough hours? Like, say all 48 hours of all 48 races go 2 hours. Yeah, we probably have enough time to watch.
What, just make one giant playlist of like all 48 next week?
Yeah.
You know, I personally don't sleep that much, but I don't think I could survive that. Like, that's a lot of free enterprise all at once. So much free enterprise.
All the free enterprise, all the time.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. For Enterprise 69, I don't know if we have that yet.
I don't think it exists.
I mean, it's time for us to grab it.
I'm not. No. I've been newspapered enough to last me like 5 years. I'm good. I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah, I feel a looming newspaper over my head right now.
All I'm gonna say is don't
should.
look for it.
What is that ping in Discord? Shit. Or pop poop.
No.
Oh, now the newspaper's coming.
Oh, it's definitely coming.
I'm surprised Skull is not here already, to be completely honest.
I was gonna say, you know that feeling where you should be looking over your shoulder?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
And just, unfortunately that creates neck issues because you're always looking over your shoulder. But yeah, no, it might be a good feeling.
Yeah. So, Blue, I don't believe grinded all the way to Nuke and White here.
Oh,
but
no.
Should have sufficient levels to get through this.
I was gonna say, what if we have a plan to get there though?
Oh. Would it be
maybe we're gonna turn on encounters on the way down and like take on like breaths and mines or something, or now we're just gonna go do gold dragons.
Good old-fashioned gold dragons.
Look, at 180k when you do them, I mean, that's pretty good. Wait, where are we? Hold on.
Maybe Pink Puffs.
Wait, is he
Pink
really?
Puffs. Yes.
Oh, the memes are real, folks. God, it's been a long time since I've seen this.
Questionable HP though.
I mean, look, if we can't have music, boy, this is the next best thing. So.
Let's see if this side gets off in time. It does not.
Oh, no, froze. So, hey, guess what? We get to talk about Pink Puffs. Hey, I'm an expert on this one.
Tell me all about it.
All right. Well, Pink Puffs have 10,000 HP. Their first action is basically to make you dance. You do have the possibility of resisting it, as you see by the fact that there's a quack going off. When you dance, you are in full-on berserk mode, and you lose all control of your character. So basically, you hope that you can get a stone off or something to shut them down, because, they like dancing too. And they hit, and they do hit kind of hard.
I noticed that, or at least Palom just noticed that.
Yeah. So, but they also do give 100,000 experience and little over 250,000 gold when you beat them.
Yeah. Sadly, all of our players here are berserked at the moment. So Palom not standing back up for this XP. And it's kind of like a Jesus take the wheels moment.
Yeah, pretty like it, and it's a continuous thing. It's not just, oh, hey, guess what? Well, only one of your characters is berserked. Yeah, you're fine. It keeps going. So eventually your entire party will end up berserked.
Yep, which is where we're currently at, and this isn't looking very good for the home team.
No. This is also where in the vanilla game you do get the pink tail drop that does turn into an adamant armor.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you actually, or is it just like a mist?
Yeah, I've done it. I've done
a
it
myth?
once on stream. I actually got an adamant armor as a drop.
Mm.
So it's a very low percent, I believe. Somebody way smarter than I am can give you the numbers, but it's like 1 in 40 for it to be a drop, and 1 in 40 for it to be the adamant armor. So they do drop other things like either 2s and elixirs and ninja stars, but yeah, the big one is the adamant armor, and it does not care if the flag is on or not. You will get one.
Now, I don't believe it's ever happened on a restreamed official
Never has.
race.
I've heard that they're shutting down free enterprise if it ever happens, though.
Huh.
On a restream. It's done good night, and yeah.
Let's just hope it never happens then.
Yeah. But it could.
It could.
Mhm.
Who wants to be the one to destroy free enterprise for everyone forever?
It'd come back.
Tybalt, are you
Just
still in
rename it
chat?
and bring it back as a different iteration. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about that.
All right. Well, looks like we are going to say pink puffs. That's silly. Let's not do pink puffs. And level 47 to level 49. This is fine. We can do this.
Yeah. We know what the crystal is in our inventory. Battle speed's on 3.
We're anchored.
Gives us plenty of time to action. Yep. There we go. One more time into the void. Here we go.
You can do it, Blue.
Ah, boy, this seed's been something.
It has.
Yeah. I like these. It's, we saw the cheeky Luca check. We saw the Zot 1 check.
Mhm.
I mean, this race could have went completely differently.
It could have. I mean, if that Maggot sister was down in Luca Cave, Blue finishes like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just grab eggs and you're done. Like, That's why we play the game.
Yeah. One of the great things about this flag set, it is so random. I mean, so much more random and so much more room for swings and unexpected outcomes compared to, say, Adamant Cup, where you effectively had to do everything. In this one, just a cheeky check can, give anybody a victory.
Yep. All right. Ansem, one more time. Yes, also, please, Blue, don't berserk Rydia. That might not go over well.
I mean, she has plenty of reasons to be angry.
That is true.
All right, we are.
All right, here comes the spoon.
But we got to nerf this Big Bang.
That we do.
And that's going to do it.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Rydia, we're going to give you another reason to be angry here. No.
That might be bad. He might survive this.
Does he have a ninja shirt on? He might be okay.
Yeah. They'll say that or he faded a roll, but yeah, no, he's just roll low. Just roll low. That's not low enough.
Negative 5 HP.
Folks.
Ninjas with negative 5 HP.
Didn't I joke about that earlier in the seed? Something about Dark Imps only having 5 HP left?
You did. Now
the game gets even with everybody, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it
done the
knows
inverse.
things. It has its ways. Silly game.
All right, back to darting. Defense sword. Everything's got to go. Defense sword, light sword, white spear. I don't need this in my inventory anymore. I can't take it to the next seed.
I don't know. Sometimes we feel like we play the game and we can't. Like, oh, look, we took a moon veil with us. Boy, that would have been useful a while ago.
This might be a little early. Nope, it's fine. This is going to nerf this Big Bang. But who eats a counter nuke? That's not a good target. Listen, she can dodge rocks, but she can't dodge nukes.
Is she? No, she really can't.
This should be nerfed. It is.
Yay.
Everyone lives.
Yep.
Yeah, Kane not doing a lot of damage. 2,500 damage a swing.
Well, look, they call him Patently Average for a reason, right? Or is that just Possum that calls him Patently Average?
It seems to be a new nickname. I've heard many people call him that.
Okay.
Mr. Average. Mr. Median.
You know what you shouldn't do?
What's that?
Jump with a mute dagger.
Yeah.
That's a terrible idea.
Same thing with the jumping with the spear.
I mean, it's spear. You kind of just understand that's part of the gambit, and you just accept it. So, yeah.
So we got another brother coming out on BleuWizard's side. Kane is angry yet again, but that's another shake. We're gonna have to nerf this somehow.
What do we have left for darts?
We ain't got anything.
The darts are all gone.
The Bacchus may not be what we want here. This is going to be a big bang, if not nerfed.
Nope. So this probably is both your mages going away.
And you're about to drink a Bacchus on that edge, who does survive.
Yep. So we're back to Jesus take the wheel. I like this.
Yeah, we're gonna get Black Hole, I think.
All right. No, this should be Virus first and then Black Hole.
Unless we pushed.
There it is.
They're the Black Hole.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get a nuke right after this, right?
You should, if we tipped it. Yes, absolutely.
I think we've done enough to tip it at the very least. So they're the nuke. It hit the edge. That's not a good target.
Yep. I mean, I feel like you have enough time here. The life potion on Porom and a cure 4, and we're kind of back up and running. There's time. We got this.
There's time for that cure 4, but man, getting that nerf out without anyone else following is going to be a pain.
It's just a timing thing. We'll be fine.
All right, Porom, what you gonna do?
Look, cheap box wine, the solution to all life's problems.
I have to say, it was really useful in college. This Thor Rage too slow to nerf.
Well, the good part is hopefully this just offs Porom here.
It sure does.
Because otherwise the next nuke kills Kane, and well, so about Kane dodging.
He ain't gonna dodge just Black Hole.
Well,
be a nerf.
About Kane dodging.
He's still hidden. At the shake.
No.
Push it to rocks. Do it. I don't think we pushed the rocks.
I did. No. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Right. Round 2. Or perhaps not.
Oh, that is it. We have a .ff. There's no shame in that.
Not at all.
No. You put forth an amazing effort. Let's be honest on this. And for his first race, yeah. I mean, there's definitely things you take away from this that you did really well. So GG's to Blue on this one, and we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely Herculean effort by BleuWizard. It was outstanding, very well fought, did a lot of very good plays, very cheeky plays, whether it was Luca, whether it was that one. He played to win tonight. Unfortunately, did not come away with victory, but played to win, and that's all we can ask.
Yeah. And like you said, it's the checks. It's understanding, like, the knowledge is there. You understand that, hey, you have some minor incidents with, the hook route, and all of a sudden you're in that mode where you're doing checks outside the norm in the hope to hit something. I mean, that is what you do in this game. And, this time it didn't work out.
Yep.
Who's not to say next time you don't just, oh, hey, look, there's the sisters right there, and ta-da.
Ta-da, I'm doing 1200 HP strats and finishing in an hour 30.
Because, of course, we do 1200 HP. Why not? So,
sure.
Hey, speak of the devil. Hi, Blue.
There he is. Blue, well done.
Thank you.
That was a seed.
That it most certainly was.
Yeah, it existed, right?
I was doing everything in my power to how do I say, avoid all of the back and forth animations to the moon because I had no pass.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping Senor Patently Average would take me through to the end there.
It was close, but I mean, we all know King can't dodge anything, so it's fine.
He just goes and hits things and rinses and repeats.
So, we talked a bit about, your side of the race. Obviously, you had a few challenges on the hook route. At what point did you decide? Obviously, you saw Golbez and, King, Queen Evelyn. At what point did you say, okay, you know what? I need to do something? Because you did Luca. You did Zot 1. When did that become a reality? Like, I need to do this.
So I'm going to be perfectly honest. I had a bit of a rookie moment in that I mistook the sprite for King Queen Evelyn for Leviathan.
Oh!
And then I remembered, like, that's when you saw me after I took down Golbez, and I exited out, came back, stopped for a second, ran back, and then fought King Queen Evelyn. That was the moment I realized, oh wait, I done goofed. But there was a sudden realization that as the amount of bosses I took down versus the amount of key items I got was dwindling, and it was just kind of a percentage guess chance at that. And I'm like, all right, well, I still need some experience. I haven't done a grind. Yeah, I know I can take these spots on at this point, and it's like I gotta take them down, and then it's just a process of elimination from there.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, key items were definitely, they did not grow on trees in this seed, did it?
No, not so much. And
Yeah.
I was wondering how many key items I was going to actually get this seed, because in the overworld it's you've already got 4 bosses down and only a few key items.
So when you saw, this will be my last question, I'll turn it over to Rybon. When you went to the moon and you saw that there wasn't a boss up there, was it in your mind to, hey, you know what, maybe some of these bosses need to die, and see if I can get an item or two that kind of sends me back to Earth? Where was the decision making at that point?
So the decision making at that point was, so I had the idea of, actually, and this was from some practice seeds I did earlier this week, was to, because I saw Luge was in the White Spear altar, and with the look, because I did most of the seed at just level 30 and below, and I saw Luge at White Spear, it was kind of a triple entendre in that, okay, I can get some experience, it's a key item check, and I already know not one of my required bosses is here. And so when I saw Leviathan at Ribbon, I knew that he was going to be fast, he had a lot of health, and he was going to punch hard for my levels. So it was not do everything, but do what I can, and then gain some levels and do some checks from there. And hope that I would get a key item that would send me back to Earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you could have exited any faster there. Like, it wasn't even like a courtesy save, like, oh, I'll just come back if this doesn't work. It's like, nah, I'm gone, I'm just leaving now with a Baron key. So I'm glad it worked out. Rybon, anything?
Yeah, so Blue, unfortunately with its loss, you fall down to the waiting bracket, but you're not out yet. You do get a week off because your next game, I believe, will be in 2 weeks against the person who falls between Endoto and Big Dunka, who will play next week. How are you planning to prepare for that upcoming match?
Kind of do what I did this week, and that's just get the practice under my belt, understand some more of the mechanics. I think my biggest challenge for this particular run was group composition, because while I'm familiar with running around with edges and canes, however, the thing that kind of dampened me a bit was, because we see an edge, we gotta run around and find ninja swords or Hanzos, And the fact that I wasn't finding that and I was having to rely on Kane, it kind of shifts the mindset a bit. And so I think my biggest goal is to go ahead and get more familiarized with different group comps, and just kind of get down pack the mechanics a bit more.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to your upcoming match in 2 weeks, and you did it a heck of a job tonight. I mean, this is your first race. I'm sure you had race nerves being the first time being restreamed, but you handled it well, and you just kept going. And I mean, I would have been very tempted to just throw in the towel very early, but you had the gumption and you had the motivation to keep going, and hats off to you, sir.
Thank you. And much like the pink puffs, we gotta stay resilient.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Blue, go enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and yeah, we will see you in roughly 2 weeks.
We'll see you then. And thanks to Radical for tracking, and Dathis pushing. Oh no, it was Radical pushing buttons, Dathis restreaming, and both of y'all for commentating. Thank y'all so much.
It's our pleasure.
A pleasure. Rybon,
Martin,
we made it.
We did.
Hey,
but guess what?
what?
We're going someplace else.
Well, I'd like to hope so. I mean, we're not just gonna like cut the stream and be like, bye, click.
Bye, everyone. Yeah.
That's not how we do it here. Where are we going?
We're going to RPG Limit Break.
Hey, I know that channel. That's a good channel. You should follow it.
They should. Everyone should. I follow it already.
Yeah.
But before we raid on over there, just another reminder, we have one more race for our play-ins. This is a Blue Moon matchup between Boney and Dr. Cossack. Tomorrow, free enterprise, 2 p.m. Eastern. You should watch it.
They'll be here.
Yeah.
They'll be here under the look, there's newspapers, okay? Just fade the newspapers. Be here tomorrow. Everything will be well.
But yeah.
Rybon, it was a pleasure.
Martin, always a pleasure.
Dathis, you didn't set too many fires. We're good. Radical, great job on buttons, and we will see you all soon. TM. Until next time.
Bye.
Good night.